Hey gamers, happy Sunday afternoon to you guys. Hopefully you're having a lovely one so far. I upped my mic volume a little bit from the last time because I was looking back at the VODs, which I typically tend to do just because for, I don't know, not necessarily like quality's sake or anything, but I gotta make sure volume-wise and everything are sounding good because I've done a little bit of adjustments over time, just like oh so slightly, and there's not really like a great way of telling. Like you have the volume bar and stuff, but when there's like audio that does spikes and stuff like that, it's really difficult to tell consistency wise. So up the mic volume just like a tad, and I did it manually on my mic, so we'll see if I'm totally off balance or if I need to adjust it a little bit, but we'll see how it is. But we're gonna be running some more Nuzlocke today, as we were doing, as we have been doing the past week. Actually no, it's only been yesterday, or not yesterday, the other day was only the second stream of it. So but we're getting to like the third of the way-ish through the game, but you know what? It's been so long since I've ran Gen 3, I can't even remember for some of this stuff how long the game actually is. Because the beginning's like, oh, it's gym after gym, like, relatively quick, which is kind of nice. So, we'll see. And we were just listening to some of the Hat in Time soundtrack. I think it was the beta, like, file select theme, which it's kind of funny because I backed Hat in Time, how many years ago was that? That was like 2014-ish, something along those lines. It was long time ago, and to this day I still have not actually made my way through it like all the way, but it's a really good game, and it has a really good soundtrack, and it's got DLC. I have my like Kickstarter backer, like the N64 box for it and everything, that I think it was through the Yeti, but it was such a big deal for me when it was coming out because I remember, I can't remember, it was Gears for Breakfast was the company or the studio that made the game, but the thing with them is it was a YouTuber that I followed that did Team Fortress 2. I think this was, no, Source Filmmaker came out in like 2011, 2012, so it was around that time, but they had been doing Rhythm Heaven Team Fortress 2 collaboration stuff, so I followed them a lot for the animation stuff, and they're like, we're working on a game. I'm like, wow, and it looked great. And the funny thing is, at that point, I had never even played Banjo-Kazooie or really any collectathon games. I'm trying to think if I did, but I kind of just skipped out on that period of time for exploration with that kind of stuff, which feels weird now to think about it, because all the collectathon related games I can really think of are Banjo-Kazooie, like Rare studio games. And when I had my N64, that was already, 2004, 2005, I think. So, for me, there wasn't really... the games that I owned were the games that are basically came with the N64, because I was, like, pre-owned, which was... Of the games that were there that were good, was essentially Ocarina of Time, and... Oh, you know what? It mostly might have just been Ocarina of Time, because I didn't really have too many, and then I eventually down the line picked up a couple games like Paper Mario 64, which, when I lived in the place that I used to when I was a kid, there's like a video store that was attached to like the cinema, or the movie theater, whatever you want to call it. It's peak cinema, baby. It was attached to that, so you could rent game consoles. Okay, whoa, that did a lot. You could rent game consoles. And I guess I'm gonna go Zune. Let me think about this really quick. I haven't used Zune, like, period, but we'll just go with Breadward because he's gonna be probably more bulky than Salami. Why did Quick Attack do so much? I know it's stat, but that's like 60 base power. Oh, we're just dead. Well. Well. Wow, we just got outplayed by... Well, I spoke so soon. I was so confident. We hadn't had any deaths. Period yet. Well, alright. Give me a sec. Let me update the title then. We've been doing so good. I can't believe we got quick attacked into Pursuit. Immediately just KO'd. Wow, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, title at least has been updated. We lost... Well, at least we have a flying type. And we've got we've, on the plus side, gotten through the fighting type gym, but we didn't even really use Tail. We didn't even get to see them evolve into Tail. This is truly the worst timeline. Well, that's unfortunate. It's been a long time since we've done a Nuzlocke thing and had someone get KO'd, which is unfortunate, but you know what? I guess it was bound to happen somehow. I'm just shocked. Quick attack from a Pokemon that was 2 levels under us did half of our HP. I suppose I could have like chanced it and had that be a damage roll and just hope that it did 24 damage, but I thought maybe that would have been a crit. But 25 damage is crazy. Well, I'm not the god gamer I thought maybe I would have been, and got super, super lucky. Let's do a... Wow, it's been a long time. Give me a 1 sec. I gotta get the music right for this. It's been so long. Alright, here we go. It's unfortunate times. We had our first Pokemon KO, which was the Blessed Salami, or Salami, however you wanted to pronounce it. You know what? They were kind of the GOAT for us in the fighting gym and in a lot of different things. They did really, really, really good. I'm saluting with my left hand. We got pour one out for them. I'm not gonna worry about releasing them because I feel like it's interesting to see the Pokemon that haven't quite made it. But they did good. I had them in the party exclusively so I could get them to level 21 to evolve and use them after the gym. But it looks like that's not the case anymore. Rest in peace, Salami. You did great. It was such a good time having them around. The wing attack was so good. I think we used Steel Wing maybe one time, but they did their best. But you know what? We'll move on. We'll keep moving forward. And it is rest in peace. But what is poppin', Die? Happy Sunday to you. Hopefully you're having a lovely one so far. Now I gotta think about who I gotta put in instead. I suppose we can keep the party that we're currently rocking with and just beat the trainers on the other route. Oh, I suppose. Hold on. Wait a minute. We can... Okay, I need to be careful of Breadword, because Psychic is not very effective on Steel types, so it's not going to be super helpful in the gym. But they're going to be, like, a little bit helpful. I'm going to put Breadword away just currently while we deal with some of this stuff. Just doing some chores. I mean, I always feel like Sunday's the best way to do that. Maybe it's just from being, like, everyone being in school for so long. It kind of gets ingrained in you that Sundays are, like, the catch-up sort of days, you know? Which also reminds me, I did laundry a couple days ago, and I have the basket in my room, and after stream, I'm gonna have to put all of that away, because I kind of just forgot about it, and it's just chilling. I'm usually really good about when I do laundry, I like to get it out of the way, like, as soon as possible, to, you know, so it doesn't get wrinkly and all that kind of jazz, and I just kind of didn't do it, and I was lazy. I mean, the day that I was doing it, I had people over, like, in the middle of the dryer just being finished, so I'm not gonna go and put the stuff away in the middle of all that, so it is what it is, but that's alright. Now, let's, I'm gonna have to find, like, a good alternative, or I'm gonna have to fight the gym, like, right away. I do just want to get these Pokemon at least to maybe, like, level 20 before we move on, so we'll see. I think, like, it's the human experience in being not particularly amazing at putting away laundry, just because it's an easy task, and it's only hurting you if you don't do it, and it's, you know, it's just the way it is. Now, let's, we'll go for the Razor Leaf and hit both these guys and finish you off with probably Gust should be fine. But it's time consuming. The worst part is having to, like, pair socks up. I hate pairing socks up so much. I've got a bunch of different, like patterned socks because I love having funky socks. But it just makes it kind of annoying to have to put them all away all the time, you know? So. But as far as that goes, that's, I think, pretty much the only thing I need to get done today. I've been out and about so much the, like, past week that I feel like I need to just kind of chill out for a little bit. Lots of hanging out with people and socializing and walking around. So I was like, oh, if I could get up early enough today and I could do just some cardio at the gym, and I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna hang out and we can just we can just stream, because I was like, I really want to stream. I at least hit three streams in 1 week, which is good. I think if I can kind of aim for that as, like, a reasonable number, I'm pretty happy with it. And lately it's been really, really fun to stream, which is good. We have washer dryer. When are we getting the folder? True! I've seen some washer dryer machines that have like dry cleaning built into them. So technology, we're getting there. There's those, I think they're like these little square things that I see people, because sometimes if you have like physical impairments, that folding stuff can be kind of hard. So they have like, you put the shirt over top of it and then it folds over or something like that. I never get fancy with it because pretty much the only things I fold are like shorts and like pants, because I just hang up the rest of my shirts and everything. Unless it's sweaters, but I get super lazy with it because honestly it's a sweater. I don't really care. But maybe sometime in the future, we will find an alternative and it'll be perfect. Oh, okay. This is, I'm gonna throw out Zune just for the quad effective, because if he hits me with a flying type, it won't be too bad. But I'm realizing how bad our party is when we're kind of stuck using some of these guys. Or not bad. We have a whole team that's just a little bit too high leveled for me to really warrant wanting to use them for the next gym. Oh, I didn't even notice Electric has little like little electricity things on the back of their paws. It's like the heel. But animals don't really have heels, do they? And we're gonna get LL Cool J, just like a little bit of experience. I really don't need them to get any, but we'll do it anyways. And we'll throw out Wumpy. I kind of fold Sloppy as long as it fits in the closet. I don't care. Exactly! If I'm folding someone else's, maybe I'll try a little bit better, but at the same time, like, at the end of the day, it's clothes, and as long as they don't get, like, wrinkly, then who really cares? Nobody's an expert at folding, unless maybe there are some expert folders out there that can just go, like, absolutely crazy with it, but I'm not one of them. I can be perfectionist in other ways, but I suppose folding laundry is not one of those. No, just don't keep me paralyzed for, like, ever, please. That'd be really nice. And also, don't flinch me. Okay. Well, I'm not super at risk here, but we're just gonna keep mashing. Okay, no flinch. Okay, come on, man. Okay, come on. There we go, okay. Also, like, I'm fairly certain that's quad effective. Shroomish, I think, is grass poison. I don't... No, I don't think it's grass poison. I'm fairly certain it's... Actually, what typing is it? Because it evolves into grass fighting. I'm not totally sure, but it's not a big deal. I also, the other day after stream, I went and saw Weapons. And man, horror directors have been on a run lately. I really, really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed just like going to the theater. It seems like every time on Twitter there's controversy. I guess controversy isn't necessarily like the right word for it. But bad theater experiences. And I've maybe in my entire life had just like a handful of like not amazing ones, but they've never been that bad. So I suppose that's the perk of living in not like a massive city. Because I mean, at the end of the day, if you're paying to go see the movie, I don't understand like treating it like a big, I mean, it's a public space, but not at the same time, if that makes sense. My friend showed me a way to fold graphic tees like a square, and then oh, I guess, yeah, I suppose that's the way that you do it for if you worked in like stores, because you have to have, you know, the graphic facing up, so that makes sense. But I know my shirts, and if I have them hung up, if I have them up, then I could just like kind of flick through them and it's not a big deal. But I suppose if you're folding them and putting them in like a drawer or a dresser, it makes sense to want to have the graphic face up too. But yeah, worst is kids kicking chairs sucks, or babies crying. Also, how many Pokemon does this dude have? I guess they're a Pokemon breeder. They're like getting Pokemon pregnant, I suppose, is their hobby. But yeah, kids kicking chairs sucks. But a lot of the time, either... no, I guess I have seen a decent amount of Marvel movies in theaters. So that's usually where there will be kids, but if I buy my seat ahead of time, I usually pick a seat just before the showing, and there's not really a lot of people around, so it's not too bad. But I know kids are not going to be showing up to horror movies. Or if they do, it's like, why are you taking your kid to a horror movie? Buddy was grass type. This is a... I don't really have a lot of good options here. So I want to get rid of paralysis. But so I'm just going to use a cherry berry. And then I think we swap over to Wumpy. Maybe pop them just like a little small heal and throw them over. Because, yeah, if you're... Oh, that just negates our thing, so... Okay, Chlorophyll into Insomnia actually is fine. Actually, okay, I'm gonna go for... Oh, wait, no. Oh, right, we're confused. I'm stupid. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I mean, our attack stat is pretty low, but... Maybe he just doesn't have anything good, and I can just continuously throw out a lot of growths and just get really strong off this? Let's see. Break out of the confusion first. Is growth attack and special attack, or just special attack? It is both, okay. Okay, so 36. That does 5. If that's your only attack move, I'm just gonna keep buffing us up and go for that. But I like the theater experience. But I understand a lot of people not really caring about going to the theater and watching stuff at home. But there's something about the sound quality and everything being so much better that I really, really like it. Okay, now let's start fighting back here. This should, even though it's not very effective, it's stab and like plus, technically I think it's a +2. Oh, that's it? Really? Okay, well maybe we can get like a crit. That did a lot less than I expected. Okay. Well, let's go for another. That 5% miss. Good, okay. There's the crit. Okay, I'm gonna swap out. That did 7. We're getting like a little bit too risky on this. So I'm gonna swap over to Wumpy. Because we're bug flying. We quad resist a Mega Drain. We'll be able to take it easy. And we don't even have the fancy theaters here that have like serve alcohol or anything like that. It's just pretty much as basic as it gets. But it does have like a decent amount of movies in it. It's just I always hear about people going to like the AMC or the Alamo Drafthouse or all those other like American chains, and it seems like the theater experience is crazy. Like you get like a dinner or like all this other stuff. Popcorn and drinks are already expensive as it is going to the theater. I can't imagine getting like full meals and how expensive that would be. But if you're going to the... I guess if you're seeing a movie not very often, you can splurge. It's not that I go to a movie like every week. It's like maybe like once a month. But I never buy snacks. I'm only there for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So I'm like, I can just not do that and just like drink water before I go to the movie or bring in like a water bottle or something, you know? It's a really cool thing that we have an experience with people. We're running out of space. Yeah! What are they called? Third spaces? I was talking to one of my friends the other day because he's been trying to like meet more people because he's like, I've never dated anyone in my life and I'm in my 30s. And he's like, but there's no good way of doing it and dating apps suck, which I 100% agree with. Dating apps are the worst, but it's so hard to meet new people. And he doesn't really like go out to like drink, and he doesn't party and stuff. So it's like, how do you meet new people? And it's like, man, that's a really, really tough question, because I don't even know if I wasn't in a relationship, like, how would I go about that? Because you're kind of just out of luck with a lot of things. So I suppose you, like, I guess you can use dating apps, and if stuff doesn't work out, you can make friends, and then, like, in that you make connections. But it's really hard. Because even just making friends, I feel like, is probably really difficult. I'm lucky that I have, well, it sounds like, I'm not trying to, like, brag. I'm like, oh, yeah, no, I have a lot of friends. But meeting new people outside of friend connections is so hard, because where are you going to go to try and meet people? Like, you go to the bar, it's like, you're probably not really going to meet too much for people at the bar. Clubbing sucks, in my opinion. I guess that's the way a lot of people meet friends, is going clubbing and nightlife stuff. But even that, there's not very many options here for that, so... But it is super foreign to me. Because when you're just getting, and like, I suppose it's different if you're in university because you see people all the time, but then if you're not in university, and I feel like making friends with some of your coworkers sometimes is not the play. You keep coworkers as coworkers and not necessarily as friends. Ooh, Razor. Razor one's kind of bad, isn't it? That's a 2-turn. That's a really bad attack, but I'll get rid of Harden for it. 80 base power, it's like, essentially you're hitting tackle for 2 turns with high crit. But you'd probably be better off just going for slash instead. We'll stay in. I've been clubbing, like, a little bit. It's never been my thing, but when a friend invites you out and they're like, I'll buy you like a drink. I'm like, you know what? Why not? Because I feel like getting exposure to stuff like that is fun. Making yourself a little bit uncomfortable and like talking to random people and dancing and stuff is fun. And everybody's kind of in the, ooh, good move. Good move. Air Cutter's 60 and 95 and Gust is 40. Yeah, oh, we're totally getting rid of Gust for this. Okay, that's a good alternative. Oh, actually, I didn't think too much about this. That could have been that might have been a bad call. Because I don't even actually know how good Wumpy's attack stat is, and Air Cutter's a physical, and Gust was a special, so let's check this. But I think we're at a good level now. Okay, Swarm, you're at 34 and 48. Yeah, okay, so... Oh, just kidding, Air Cutter special. I thought Air Cutter was physical. Okay, we're good then. Oh, whoops, keep accidentally touching the little touchscreen on the PS4 controller, and it makes the audio stop. Okay, I'm gonna leave the rest of these trainers for post-gym. We can grab a Pokemon in the grass there, but I'm gonna do that post-gym. Because I kind of want to weigh our options to see if we lose anyone in this. But this could be the run. But even with going to bars and stuff, they're like, we have like, I guess we don't necessarily have like bars. They're like pubs. Because they like do food and stuff, so you sit at a table, you don't really get up and mingle with random other tables and stuff, so I've never had like what I imagined is like the traditional American experience for that. Or not even just like American, it's just like literally any other place in the world probably has other stuff like that. Okay, I think we're gonna bring in just all of these guys. I'm not gonna use Samba, but I will bring in Loudred. So our goal here, it's electric type. I think Kadabra potentially sweeps a lot of this. And he's really far away from evolving. I'm going to keep Garp with us just because he's close to level 20. And that's when I can start actually using him. He's taking so long to evolve. I don't know what his deal is. But yeah, because we have I think it's a chain called, I'm 90% certain it's a chain. Like Carlos O'Brien, or Kelly O'Brien's and Carlos O'Brien's. And then otherwise it's like we have breweries. And they have like board games and stuff. So I guess a great way of doing stuff like that is trivia nights. I think like pretty much every place in town does some sort of trivia night, and that's maybe a good way of getting with people. But if you don't know people, then I guess like teaming up with them is weird. So there's too many things to think about. I do love me some trivia night, but the categories that I'm good at are so hyper specific. Like I'm usually pretty solid with a child. Boom. Wally.
Uncle, I'm begging you. I want to challenge the sim to see how much stronger I've become. Please, you'll let me, won't you?
Now hold on, Wally. It's certainly true that you've grown a lot stronger alongside your Pokemon. I don't think that jumping right and challenging a gym might be pushing it.
I'm not pushing it. If it's me and my Ralts, we can beat anyone. Ah, Gravy. Ralts and I have gotten a lot stronger since we first met growing together. I want to prove to you and my uncle both, Gravy. Please help me once more. Have a battle with me.
Sure.
Thank you, Gravy. Okay, here we go.
Starting off with Kadabra probably is not the play here because he's Psychic type, but we'll see. I kind of totally forgot about Wally. But like music history I'm pretty good at. Actors and movies I'm really good at. But I can do sports. I absolutely cannot do. Sports is probably my, like, biggest weak point. Oh, we just, like, 1-hit KO this thing. Oh, right! You're part Fairy now. So, I guess Dark is not very effective on Fairy, but so it evens out. But, alright, that was easy. Wally, I don't think you're going to be cutting it out with your, like, level 17 Ralts, unfortunately. Because I don't know, sports just doesn't do it for me. I've gone to hockey games and everything, and other, like, sports-related things like that, and they're fun to watch. I just don't really care too much. I'm also really quick going to I have to update on my thing to say that Talo is dead. Also, yo, what is poppin', Strood? Send him to the hospital. We're breaking. Sorry, Wally, come back to us when you're stronger. Come back when you're a little, richer. Wait. Their opponent's Pokemon had a unique ability to cut Talo off guard before it was knocked out. It was a trainer fight. Actually, no, it was, I'll just skip. Okay, so Talo is dead. We have just beaten Wally. I'm just gonna, whatever, throw in whatever. I don't really care too much. Mark victory. Yes, okay. Alright, so now we got Watson. Wally, there's no need to get so down on yourself. Why? What's keeping you from becoming stronger? Nothing is. All you need to do is keep growing. Come on, let's go home. Everyone's waiting for you. And then we definitely, I don't even think we do like baseball here. It's mostly hockey. Hockey and basketball, I think, are the two big sports that I see around here. I mean, we have local teams, so it makes sense. And I mean, Canada is about hockey in the first place, so it is what it is. But I feel like volleyball would be pretty interesting to watch. I know when Star was kind of, what's the word? Not like peer mentoring, but there was like exchange students that were here for not a full semester, but just a little bit. She took them to, I think, a hockey game in one of the, like, the university volleyball teams. And thought that was pretty cool. They also do soccer, but I just don't really care about soccer. In elementary school, I enjoyed doing volleyball. I thought volleyball was really interesting. I was, like, pretty good at serving. I mean, I'm always serving. Slay. But, oh, right, we have a bunch of trainers we have to get through, too. So I gotta be extra careful about our levels here. We'll just see what's up. But sports fun to play, sort of, but I'm just not competitive. So I don't really care too much if we win or lose, but that's like the end-all be-all for a lot of people. And if I'm not super competitive and they are, I feel like there's such a big discrepancy. So, I don't know, man. Okay, well, okay, this is a good, we're gonna limit test here. We're gonna see how much, confusion does. Okay, so even when it's not very effective, that still does a whole ton, which is really good. Oh, you're gonna volt switch on me. Okay. Oh, okay, that did a decent amount. Electric. Okay, well, this is gonna, if this hits, it's gonna KO. Nice. Alright, you fool, you sent in fodder for me. And then we'll just throw out... What is the good play here? How much experience are you at? You're at, like, kind of a lot. Yeah, you're pretty close to 21. Scrimp is also pretty close to 21. Yeah, I think I need to turn off the experience share. I'm just gonna throw out Rhonda, just to deal with them, and then I think we turn... do we keep it on? I think maybe we just, like, skip a trainer here. But it's for me, it's just so much easier to just be laid back and just, you know, let's play it. And you can perform well. Everyone can perform well. It's great. It's awesome when you win, but it's not like end of the world if, like, you lose, I suppose. And that's not maybe the best mindset for competition for getting super good. But I'd rather play well on my own, or at least have the other team or the rest of the team be happy. I don't know. I played soccer like a decent amount when I was a kid and never really enjoyed it. I was too scared to get hit in the face with the ball. I don't want to get hurt. So I could never do football. Never ever. I could never be like O.J. Simpson and become a football player, actor, and then die. Some say the killer's still out there. Could have been him, but we might never know. But it's the thing that's insane to me, which I guess would be an awesome reason to get into sports, is how much money they make. Sports people make just an absurd amount. They're like, oh yeah, he's like on the lower end of contract stuff, and they're like, yeah, he's only getting like $6 million a year. It's like, what? What do you mean? That's just like an unfathomable amount of money for me. It's crazy. Okay, some of these trainers we do have to fight, so we'll see. I think we'll be able to at least get, youngster Ben. Okay, Electric's easy money. But if you're at your prime, which a lot of for sports is in your like early 20s to like just before you're 20, I can sort of understand if you all of a sudden inherit, or not inherit, but you're starting to make like millions of dollars. Yeah, you're probably gonna spend a lot of it because you don't really have like that sense of discipline. You're like, yeah, of course I'm gonna buy a fancy car. Sweet, I'm gonna buy a cool house, or like, I'll go vacationing and all this kind of stuff. So I 100% cannot fault anybody for that. Okay, how close are you to leveling up Pue? Okay, you're pretty close. We're kind of cutting it for levels here. This is getting a little bit awkward. So I'm gonna throw in, Pue's probably not gonna be a huge part of our team for this gym, so I'm gonna turn off the experience share for right now. Just because we can give Pue all this experience and everyone else is gonna be a little bit more lenient with getting there, so. They really should get a financial advisor. Because it happens with dudes that go into the military too. I don't know how much you get paid. I know a lot of people in America, it's like the stereotypical, you buy a Charger or like any of those fancy cars when you enlist, because you're all of a sudden making just a poop ton of money. Oh, Astonish does, oh no, Fake Out's the one that goes first. Of course we get paralyzed, of course we do. Okay, well I'm gonna go for just one. Bite's gonna be, Bite's 60, Echoed Voice is gonna be 60 as well. Let's double check our stats really quick. Okay, 38, 36. Oh, it's pretty even across the board. Echoed Voice is 40, but actually 60, and this is 60, period. We're not going to be going first. Wow, Pue is surprisingly... I thought Pue was going to be way bulkier. They're just like HP bulk, and that's it. So I'm going to go for one Echoed Voice and then swap out. Or maybe I go for Super... Nah... let me think. Bite's super effective. No, Bite is normal. Ghost Astonish was super effective, and it did that much. I guess we just go for another Astonish. I think that, yeah. Okay, well, we survived this unless it crits. Okay. Can't move? Okay, let's swap to somebody safe. We'll go to... Nut should be fine. Yeah. And I know it happened to, like, some dude that I went to high school with enlisted in the military, and of course he bought, like, a super fancy car. In like 2 years, he's like, alright, I gotta sell this car. It's like, of course you do. So, I don't know. I guess people's mindsets with money are super different. Because I can't imagine buying a crazy fancy car. You could just like, get like a regular car, maybe. And I think he also like bought a bunch of like retro gaming collecting stuff. Because yeah, after like a couple years, he put like all of it up for sale. I'm like, dude, what were you doing? Because I guess, like, I mean, hey, it's stuff that makes you happy, and I can't fault anything on that. But I was just like, what was up here? I'm questioning some of these choices. Yeah, I gotta go back and heal. This is a little bit of a... I'm not sure. This gym might be harder than I expected. To be fair, we have been the unfortunate paralysis from Thunder Punch. We could have just KO'd that Metatite on our own. Why was he in the badge to begin with? Is it because you're like, yeah, I'm a fighting and psychic type Pokemon, but I have one electric move. Can I please, Watson, can I please intern in your gym, bro? He's like, okay, sure, little kid. Whatever you want. You just can't cry to me when you get beat up. It is a really good Fake Out, because you're not going to bring a flying type to the electric gym. And you're like, dang, I wish I brought a flying type. But then you just hit them with the Kadabra or any like psychic move, and you're like, ha, take that. Quit your whining, kid. Okay, I am gonna skip this. Actually, I cannot. Wow, are all of these encounters mandatory? I don't want to give like the rest of this team like too much more experience, so I'll stick with Pue. Pue is probably gonna do nothing for us for most of this game until we start getting like Hyper Voice or something, you know? But hey, we can start stacking up Echo Voices if we can survive in this. It's so true, though. Military guys be coming home from a year of base duty and immediately buy Mustang and engagement ring. It's... like, you know, talking about stereotypes and stuff, but I swear, it really does happen to so many people. Is it because, like, I guess you get shared military benefits or something like that if you get engaged or married? So I guess there's a maybe incentive for that. But I feel like marrying somebody, being like, all right, I'm off to go enlist, and I'm not going to see you very much, just doesn't seem... I wouldn't do that. It's different when you have, like, a stable career. Like, I have two friends that work on, like, the railroad, like, CN. And that's, like, you're kind of out of the house, like, kind of often-ish. but it's not like a camp job like 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. And I'm like, okay, that's more reasonable because that's like career, and it's easy to build your life around. But like, military doesn't. How long are you in the military for if you're just like a regular dude? Some people, I guess, you can make careers out of it, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know nearly enough about it to be making opinions, but who knows? Okay, first things first. I need to think. What's the order? What's Watson's thing gonna be? Because I don't want to throw Breadward out if it's gonna start with Magneton. I'm gonna look ahead on this. Am I cheating? Maybe. But like, it tells me the levels of trainers and stuff, so. No, I don't want to look up I was looking up Watson Omega Ruby, and Watson Omega 3 was the first thing that was coming up. Okay. Because I'm fairly certain he's going to start off with, like, Magnemite, and then something else, and then Manectric is going to be his ace. So, I think we throw out Rhonda. How close are all these guys for experience-wise? Okay, you're not going to hit level 22. You're going to hit level 21. Okay, I feel like I'm pretty safe to put the experience share back on, so we'll just do that. We're not going to use Pue, so. But I don't know. I don't think I could never. I don't like have any idea of the military stuff, period. Nothing about that seems cool to me. Now, key item-wise, do we have anything that we can throw in? It's a well-worn belt that slightly boosts the power of super effective moves, which we don't really have anything good for. Well, we don't really have anything great for equip stuff, so let's throw in a couple berries. I think we should give berries to most of our Pokemon here that can use them at least. I guess we'll throw an Oran Berry on Garp. Whatever. I'm just imagining throwing a Loudred out and being like, Loudred, this one's for you, and you just give them like one small blueberry, and you're like, okay, take this blueberry and go and fight for me. Because how is a held item supposed to work on a Pokemon? Like, everything else is cosmetic, but how are they supposed to carry the berry? Do you give them, like, a little bindle that they carry around with them? Okay, this is gonna be hard. I'm feeling this. Can't believe we lost a Pokemon, and it was not even to, like, anything super difficult. We just got totally cheesed. Look at Watson. Look at this guy. He should have blonde, like, yellow hair, but I kind of like that he's old. He's friend-shaped. He's pretty rotund.
Oh, now what are you doing here? What? You say you got past all my rig doors? Ha, that's amusing. The plans for reform Marvel are done for now. Making traps from my gym and battling with young trainers like you are the things I live for now. Then I, Watson, the leader of Marvel Gym, shall electrify you.
Is he a mayor then? If he helped, like, design and keep electricity for this place? I would think he'd have some sort of power. He just seems so happy. I like his Hawaiian shirt a lot. Or, I suppose it's not Hawaiian. It's like floral and electric. It's kind of a neat combo. Alright, we got Magnemite coming out first, so. Yeah, this is probably the smart choice here, unless we get hit with Static. But Bite and Snarl are probably great. Ooh! Okay, oh, and we got the flinch, perfect. Use a potion, like right now. Okay, never mind, no potion used, but that's really, really good start. Okay, level 21. Okay, Voltorb. For Voltorb, let's throw a Breadward, because I think two confusions at top will probably be it. I want to keep Rhonda out for the Magneton. If we can use Swagger on it and have it hit itself a couple times, I feel like that'd be really good. Okay, that's a crit. Sick. Or even Snarl. Lowering special attacks so they can't hit us with, I'm assuming they have Shockwave, will be awesome. Oh, and we got an even better Psychic move. Or is this one better? What's the deal with this one? May also leave the target confused. Oh, it is just an upgrade. I think Psywave is the weird one. Well, no point in having two moves that do the same thing and one's 15 more power, so. Sweet, Breadward's gonna be really strong. I just need to see if I can find some way of either trading him, or I don't know if I can, I might try and make a copy of the ROM, and go into put it through universal randomizer so I can change it so trait evolutions don't exist. Should have considered that in the first place because that's such a nice quality of life change, but we'll see if I can make that work. That's not something I have to worry about for a while because no trait evolutions are really going to happen until like their 30s, I suppose, if that works. All right, so Snarl is the play here. I think our special attack and regular attack are roughly the same on this guy. Okay, 45 to 38, but I think lowering is probably good because Snarl is 55, 95, and this is 60. And we are going to go first, but I think just lowering their special attack to where they're not going to be super effective. Okay, we're not even going first anyway, so. Good. Because if we can neutralize them being a threat, that's great. Okay. That 55% chance feels like a 90% chance. We always get hit with this supersonic. Okay, 2 Snarls off. That's fantastic. They're gonna use a potion here, so I'm gonna... So what do we have to get rid of confusion? Chest of pineapple, lava heal. I'm gonna use a lava cookie. Because I know we... Yeah, there's the super potion. Perfect. Ooh, that's a good crit. Okay, so they're -3 for special attack. They're... Oh! Okay. Put them to the -4. Make this the easiest... Oh, that was easy. Alright. I was concerned for this. And it turns out I didn't need to be concerned in the slightest. That was really easy. Rhonda, the MVP? Hold on, wait a minute.
I was electrified by you. Now take this badge.
Oh, badge time, baby. Put that bad boy on the list.
With the Dynamo badge, Pokemon can use HM Rock Smash outside of battle. One other thing, Pokemon up to level 40 will obey you now, even if you got them from someone else. Alrighty then, this here's for you too. Go on, take it with you.
Volt Switch. I don't think we're ever going to use that, but we have it.
Volt Switch is a move when your Pokemon attacks an opponent and rushes back to switch place with a party Pokemon awaiting. I swell with optimism to see a promising young trainer like you.
Well, that was easy. The trainers along the way felt more difficult than that. How close is Garp now? Garp's got to be close. I'll take that Oranberry off you. You don't need that anymore, little baby. Oh, so okay, Garp is like 1 level away from evolving. Everyone else is doing totally good. I'm gonna consult the guide really quick to see what we're aiming for the next bit, because the next trainer is gonna be Flannery, and that's a little bit a ways away. That's Flannery's left and up, I believe. So let's check. And to think I was concerned because you don't really get a lot of options for dealing with electric types, because normal types suck. Because it's not very... It wouldn't be too bad if they were just electric types. The fact that throwing in a lot of steel types makes them really awkward. But Snarl would have been a crazy big play had we been concerned about hitting a lot of stuff, but that's not too bad. Now, who do I keep around here? I'm gonna throw Pue away. Pue goes away, so we are... Okay, Flannery's level 28. Is the next one. So we've got quite a bit of time to get some good experience for the rest of our Pokemon. I think we start leveling up. Here's the thing. Nuzleaf is in a weird spot. We can't do anything with Nuzleaf until we get a Leaf Stone. I don't know when we even get a Leaf Stone. I feel like we're kind of a long ways away from even getting one. A Shifter would be kind of nice to have. Magikarp, we're going to keep with you. Kadabra, we're going to keep with you. Electrike, Grovyle, Mightyena, Linoon. Okay, first things first. Let's go catch some new Pokemon. Let's keep the people that we have for right now. I don't mind keeping Grovyle in our party to get experience. They're not going to be used in Flannery's gym, but getting Garp to level 20 I feel like was an important step to get into. Because if we're going against fire-type Pokemon, then we need a water, rock, or ground type, and we only have 2 water types, and LL Cool J is mostly a tank, so they're not going to be super helpful. Okay, so this is Route 117. Okay, Route 117. Okay, which one is Route 117 on this? There we go. Okay. Let's see what we can find in here. Brand new Pokemon. To go with our 2 halves of a card that we won from Wheel of Fortune. I'm not gonna catch you on purpose. Okay. Any minute now, we're gonna find a Pokemon in this grass. Any minute now. There we go. But took a long time. Oh, okay, well, we found a Roselia anyways. Gotta be honest, I don't really want one of these, but I'll catch it just because if something horrible happens to us, then we have another grass type. We have 3 already, though, so. Lots and lots of grass types, it feels like. Because you could have had Lotad, you could Roselia. Who else is there? That I mean, starter-wise, we had a grass type. Shroomish you could have had for your grass type. There's a lot of options here, which makes me feel like Trico was not the strongest option we could have had. I'm gonna need Orson Welles, or I don't think Orson Welles is gonna fit, so we'll just name you Well. No, we'll just go Orson. Oh, perfect. Okay, level 20. This is massive for us. Roselia is really cute, though. I wish grass poison wasn't as common. This looks like it should just be pure grass. I don't think of anything poisonous when I think of flowers. Alright, Rosebud. Bah, the French champagne has always been known for their excellency. I think one of my favorite Germa moments is the when he was like losing his mind at Orson Welles getting super drunk for the French champagne commercial, because he would actually drink the champagne in every single take they did, so he'd just get more and more drunk for the commercial. It's so funny. At the end of it, he's like, Maha. But okay, there we go. We had Garp in our party for so long, it took him an obscene amount of time to level up. Okay, we got Bite. Do we get a water move out of this? We don't get nothing, really? Really? We don't have a water move for this? Yeah, well, we do have Intimidate, which is good. Those are some cracked stats. Holy. Okay, well, we have another Bite Pokemon. We'll keep you in the party just for now anyways. And I will put in... What Pokemon was that? Was that a... I don't know what Pokemon that was. Okay, Route 17 was... Roselia. And I believe there's maybe 1 or 2 trainers that we can fight on our way here. Cut is on Linoon, so I have to go grab Linoon. I don't know if there's Nuzlocke rules for HM friends or not. Wow, you planted all of them? Oh, and I also... the dowsing machine. Let's register this. Really quick, I meant to do this before. I don't think I have the right configuration for the Y key. Yeah, I had these buttons mixed up. There we go. I had the Y key set to the same thing as the, run button. So I was getting confused as to why registering things was working that way. I should realistically be having the dowsing machine going off all the time. Because I don't know how many good hidden items there are, but there's probably more than enough for me to rationally have it. Okay, well, could have gotten Illumise. Illumise? We're French in this household now. But I simply do not care. We don't need another bug-type Pokemon. We already have the goat Beautifly with us. But this is definitely giving me more of an appreciation for all these other Pokemon that you could find in this game, because... yeah, I would never be using a lot of these. Loudred, I'm fairly certain I'd used in, other playthroughs, but they're weirdly not as good as I would have expected. Ooh. This sounds like a Sonic song. This is like in a Sonic Adventure 2 song when you drop into like Metal Harbor. This is the kind of thing it would be playing. Yeah, that's okay. That's banging. Trainer retention themes have been really, really good. Okay, you know, the Pokemon music doesn't need to go this hard, but it does every single time. Because no matter what, Nintendo's so consistent with making banger music all the time, I can at least rely on them for that. I haven't seen anyone talk about the Donkey Kong Bonanza music, so I wonder, I'm assuming it's great and banging, but I just haven't heard anything about it. Let's go... we'll chill at Redwood.
Oh boy, I sure hope we have, lots of good Pokemon to fight and get experience for.
Wow, so Fake Out really is the first turn of combat, period. Is that something they changed in the later generations? Because I see it ran all the time, and I thought it was the first turn of that specific Pokemon being in combat. Hell yeah, Breadward, let's get you. We'll get you that Breadward. Poochyena. I need a fighting type. Let's just go Scrim. We haven't used Scrim very much. Because typing-wise, we have lots of normals, we got lots of darks, we got lots of grass. We're now down a flying type. So if I could get... I want a fighting type and a ground type. That would be perfect. Alright, Scrimp, let's get you some experience. We have hardly used Scrimp outside of the first beginning area. Taylor, we'll just keep battling. We're going to stack up some Fury Cutter here, so it's already doubled up, so we'll just keep going. So we can sweep the rest of this. That's okay. It's only half. Yeah, why? Man, I wish our Tailo did that much damage. I miss Tailo already. Salami, you did your best. Tailo was a strong choice. We never even got to see you evolve, unfortunately. But hey, we got to the third gym with only 1 KO. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling good about my skills. They might be the ones to pay the bills. We don't have to worry about turning the electricity off, which is a plus. Okay, Fury Cutter coming in clutch. And if we lose, that's okay. I will leave my homunculus to my small baby homunculus to the next of kin. Okay. Okay. Maybe this isn't the place to start using that. Let's go for Mega Drain. That's better. So I suppose quad resistant Fury Cutter wouldn't quite cut it, but we had used it 4 times, so its power was relatively high. Alright, Zune getting you to level 16. Zune wants to learn Odor Sleuth. Nobody wants to learn Odor Sleuth. Everybody wants to learn Odor Sleuth, but nobody actually wants to learn it. Oh, I like that trainer design a lot. They're really cute. It looked like they had a giant pencil instead of a broom, though. Pokemon breeders. They're pretty cool. Ah. I forgot. There was a Tumblr... Well, it was like a meme post. Just like a Tumblr post, I suppose. It was a picture of like a little super fluffy white cat. And this song was playing. And somebody did a voiceover of it. And they're like, he is soft and warm. Like mashed potato. And just the song was so fitting for it. I wouldn't be surprised if ProZD was the one that did it. It's crazy to think how long I've been following ProZD and like his voiceover stuff. Oh, you know what? Okay, we have Rock Smash. Pretty much like everybody on our team can learn Rock Smash. We should teach that to somebody. Let's see. What else do I have for move wise? Rock Tomb is... Oh, do you know what? Okay. I'm gonna teach Rock Tomb to Nut. Nut needs a different attacking move outside of just Razor Leaf. I think they have Silver Wind too, but Silver Wind is terrible. Yeah. Or Razor Wind. I'm never gonna use Razor Wind, period. So we'll just go Rock and Rock Tomb and Razor Leaf. It's just such a bad move. I'm kind of surprised there's never been like an ability or some sort of team up thing that makes it so 2-turn moves go instantly. The only one that I can think of that's ever done that is Solar Beam with Drought. I don't think any other moves can shorten the time of that. Maybe they'd end up being like too crazy, but I feel like that could be an interesting doubles maneuver. Otherwise, they never get used. Like Head Smash, I guess you get the defense up, but I don't know. I'm gonna hold off on, you know what, we'll teach Garp Rock Smash. We're not super far away from having the HM teacher, remover, whatever person they're called. Actually, no, we'll teach it to Rhonda. Garp has really good physical attack, but I feel like having better choices with these moves would be nice for us. Like, I think Snarl and Bite both have their place with moves. Tackle is just... Actually, no. I am just gonna teach this to Garp, I think. They only have one physical move right now. So, we'll give them 2 for a little bit of coverage. And then, do we swap anyone out here? We are going to be able to catch a Pokemon in Verdant Turf. In, like, the tunnel. Because we have Rock Smash. I don't think there's any Pokemon that we can catch in here. This is a competition area, so. And I think pretty quick I'm going to take a little pee break. I realized I drank a lot of coffee and water right before I left. Or not before I left, before I started the stream. But we can go talk to some of the NPCs. See if we can grab some TMs from these guys. Anything good? Let me see how friendly your Pokemon is towards you. Oh, your Pokemon, it seems very happy. It's obviously friendly towards you. Cool. Good to know, Rhonda. If no one got me, Rhonda got me. Do you have anything to say? My Shroomish got lost. It disappeared around the sign. Where did it go? What do you mean around the sign? Sorry, your Shroomish, it's never coming back. Assuming, like, the town sign for Verdant Turf. I like the house interiors in here. They look like Goombas in Paper Mario? Oh, so you did come to visit. If you're looking for Wally, though, I'm afraid he's gone. He passed away. You beat him up. You completely destroyed his spirit last fight. So, like, he's gone. After he lost you in Marvel, he said he had to train more. And we haven't seen him since. Must be his Pokemon that have lit such a fire in that boy and given him so much hope to live for. My daughter's boyfriend is a very driven and passionate sort of person. He's been digging a tunnel nonstop just so he can see my daughter. My daughter's a little concerned, so she goes out to the tunnel a lot. Oh, that's cute. I wish the Pokemon character customization was a little bit better because I feel like it'd be so cool to look like any of these NPCs. In original Emerald, I remember the Poke Fanatics having like Charizard at like pants, but they were kind of in like a fursuit. Having customizable stuff like that would be neat. The way the wind blows, volcanic ash has never blown in this direction. That means the air is clean and delicious here. I could surely do wonders for Blaine. Well, I mean, surely forest fire and you'd get that soot and stuff in the air. It would absolutely come by. In Pokemon League, the rules say you have to battle the Elite Four all in a row. If you lose any of them, you have to begin your challenge over again from the first one. Far away deep in Evergrande. Okay, this is all just Elite Four stuff. Listen, I know a thing or two about the Elite Four. Somewhere around the sign is the Shroomish, they said. Is the Shroomish? I don't see you around anywhere. Where are you? Yeah, this is Pokemon Contest. I don't know, man. Pokemon Contest never quite did it for me. Is there Shroomish around here? Behind this building? Any of these? You? See that cave by the Pokemart? There's a guy in there who's trying to bust up boulders so he can bust through to the other side. It'd be great if we could get through, though. Well, we at least have the capacity to use all of our HM stuff. Oh, and that's a trainer. Okay, well, let's Rock Smash. Because Rusturf Tunnel... I want to get, like, a Geodude or something. Perfect. Yeah, get me a Geodude. Nice. It's probably the first time almost anybody's been excited to get a Geodude. I will hit you with Bites. And then we will just probably throw out a Pokeball. Great. Because starting to level this guy up would be really, really nice for us. We're just gonna keep using our Great Balls. No reason to use Pokeballs at this point if we can afford these. And I haven't been having to buy too much for, like, healing stuff, which is nice. Perfect. Having this guy sooner would have been really nice, because he would learn Magnitude, I'm sure. The longer Geodude lives, the more its edges are chipped and worn away, making it more rounded in appearance. However, the Pokemon's heart will remain hard, craggy, and rough always. So, you're telling me they can just have smooth Geodude? What would you do if you encountered smooth Geodude? I'm gonna name you Malphite. But we're gonna stick around in the cave, because we can get some, like, a little bit of story progression stuff. Actually, okay. P-break really quick, because I know the longer I hold it on, I don't want to. So we'll just be back like right in a sec. It won't take me very long. I apparently ran over a stupid blanket, so give me a sec. Okay, we're back. Sorry, I had to go help put like a ladder and stuff away.
So, but
We've returned and we're back. And also, what's poppin', Bap? It truly is always. It's the same type of cards. It's a Mustang or a Charger, because they look cool and they're like the peak of what people think like are the cool. I guess like I would associate them with like cops and stuff. I mean, like it's muscle cars in general for the most part. So, but just they're everywhere. Now, what was the? Was it a Camaro? Back when like Transformers was really big, back in like 07 or like 09, 08, whatever was the one that. Yeah, it was a Camaro. Okay, because there was a couple. I remember a couple cars in town had the Bumblebee kind of paint job, which even back then I was like, wow, that's pretty neat. And now I don't see that anymore. So I guess maybe the Michael Bay Transformers in specific didn't really have that long-lasting appeal for cool car stuff like that. But I don't think most of the people that work on Transformers stuff really care too much about the models of certain vehicles outside of like Optimus Prime's truck. Is that even like a specific model of truck? I don't even know. All I know is most people probably just don't really care too much. I'm just doing basic peak achievers. I think the boys are almost at like 100% for like the peak achievers, which is crazy. Because it's mostly, I think we have pretty much all of the new ones for the most part. I know the only one I'm missing from the new stuff is the Antlion one, but that one's just kind of time consuming, or you have to just hope that you either find the Antlion and have enough stuff to get out. But that one seems kind of strange to actually have that achievement pop, because it popped for you, but not for other people last night. But I love all the new cosmetics. Hopefully it's semi-regular-ish updates, and it seems like that's going to be the case. I mean, it's crazy successful. Maybe we'll get, I hope we get an alternative to the jungle, or the tropics, I guess. It's not the jungle. Okay, I'm going to chance this a little bit. Okay. Because I don't know why, for me, it seems like the tropics oftentimes is a weirder and more difficult generation than the Alpine. I almost never really had issues with the Alpine, because it was pretty wide open. The hardest part was trying not to die at the very beginning area. Wait, how big is this cave? Trying not to die at the very beginning area and have like the... Okay, sorry, I was just talking to my mom. I think it was because they both died too close. Yeah, it's just some weird proximity thing. Because I would expect that it would proc, like, once you're not getting sucked into the antlion pit anymore. But it's got to be some, like, couple meter, like, radius outside of that. But even then, the antlion's, like, kind of strange. I think we'll get one different level for each mate. Yeah, I wouldn't think the kiln gets changed unless they do, like, an entirely different post-mountain thing, and then it's a duo, because the kiln makes the most sense for climbing up. And I can't think of, like, what else can you do for climbing straight up to get to the peak of something? And it's hard for me to really, like, surely there's probably a cool concept, but I want them to get really weird with it. But I know they're trying to keep, like, fluidity with it, like, the levels flowing into each other relatively well, and they definitely do. It's funny when getting to the top of the mesa, because I feel like since that change, when you make it to Caldera, you have to drop so far down into the Caldera to get across, whereas when it was the Alpine, I feel like it wasn't nearly as far of a drop as it used to be. But more cave-related, just exploring all these other biomes, I feel like is such a neat idea. And then if they keep adding, like, weird consumables and stuff, I'll be super happy with it. Yeah, Heart of the Mountain, because we have a volcano, and volcano already feels like pretty end game for, how the heck does this dowsing thing work? Because left, no, up, yeah, oh, there we go, okay. Oh, it's right here, okay. So where do you, like, how do you get past? We have, like, a desert level now, essentially. We've got the stereotypes of any platformer type game. Oh, we got them. Those glasses. May I see them for a second? These are black glasses. They're not what I'm looking for. Maybe my glasses aren't around here. See, I could have sworn this was in the earlier area in most of the other games, but it wasn't really too much this time. But we had the ice level, we've got grasslands, we've got beach, we've got, like, forest. From just, like, that perspective, it's so hard for me to think of how much extra stuff that they can add. But I want them to get wacky with it, because I feel like that'd be so fun. Okay, we're gonna give the black glasses to Rhonda. That'll be actually that'll be swaggy, baby. Instead of them just being like sunglasses, they should be those early shutter shades from the 2010s that everyone was wearing. That were I don't know why they got popular, but they were really funny. And I guess for flinching, we'll just give this to Nut. Nut doesn't have anything, so we'll just take the Oranberry off. Bless up, Nut. Also, yo, what is poppin', homie? Gamer reporting for duty. I see we're chatting about Peak, and I see you've also been playing some Peak. How have the climbs been? Have you gotten some good progress? But yeah, the shutter glasses were so ugly. And I never actually wore a pair, so I didn't understand how you could see through them super properly. But I can't imagine them being, like, great. But yeah, all I want, more consumables in Peak, because the Frisbee is a great addition. I want more funny stuff like that. And then, I mean, they added a cannon. I never would have thought to add a cannon, but the cannon is cracked. I thought you would have taken damage when you fly out of it, but you don't. So it actually has crazy good utility. Bap last night was talking about more consumable or, like, aiming related stuff, and a grappling hook would be so cool, because, like, rope gun and stuff like that exists, but I feel like if you could somehow, like, throw a grappling hook and get onto stuff, and it'd be, I don't know how it would work, but I like the concept of it. I think it'd be cool. We've done, like, 3 full climbs. Hell yeah. What are your thoughts on the mesa so far? We're getting better at the mesa. Before it was, like, really hard for us, but I think we've been getting better consistently at it, which is good. Wow, you should have this boulder's blocking the way. Show you how much I appreciate it. I'd like you to have this. Wow. Our first Mega Evolution Stone. We're probably never going to be able to use, like, any of these. I found that when I was digging for the tunnel. I feel like there's mysterious power coming from it, but I don't think I could do a thing with it. Wanda, now I can see you anytime. That's wonderful. Come on, let's take you to my place so you can rest. Well, maybe if we get, like, an Alakazamite, we'll be able to use it, but... Well, that's Rusturf Tunnel cleared, and we got a Geodude, I think. I need to put Geodude into the Nuzlocke thing. The starvation gets to us by climb 3 and we turn on each other. Oh, you just gotta start eating each other. I got my first ever eating an ally last night, and it's kind of good that they sort of nerfed it so that you have to wait till you're like really, really, really hungry. Because it used to be like when you're at 40% or something, you could eat. And it's tempting. Because eating somebody is really, really advantageous. Okay, it was Rust Surf Tunnel, and that was Geodude. Okay, so Geodude caught, and let's swap some Pokemon out. Because I do want to get that boy up a couple levels. Because I'm thinking of so for fire types, I think they have Camerupt. So we're going to we need a water move for you, Gyarados. Electric is not going to be super great, I don't think, but I still want to have I want to have type coverage, so. For now, let's put Nuzleaf away, and we'll put Geodude in the party. I'm basically never going to use Roselia, and some of these guys are not going to be super helpful for quite some time. So let's see. Actually, no, I'm pretty good with what we have, so we'll do this. We've got some... We have great potential. Kadabra is gonna probably come in super clutch for a lot of these gyms, because Psychic's gonna be at least neutral to most things. Just against Tate and Liza is probably gonna be useless. But if that's the one gym they're useless on, that's totally fine, because everything else is banging. There's no dark type outside of the Elite Four. Oh man, I haven't even considered, if we eventually make it to the Elite Four, we have a lot of like team decision making that we're gonna have to do, because Ice type, Dark type, Dragon type, and Ghost type are the Elite Four. So you need like a Dark type, but we want a Fighting type, Rock type. Yeah, there's gonna be so many. But also, what is poppin', homie? We do be Nuzlocking, and it's going relatively well. I started stream up in like, sweet, we have no KOs, no one's died so far, and immediately we had somebody die. But it's been going very surprisingly okay so far. I'm learning about bikes while I work here. If you need advice on how to ride your bike, there are a couple of handbooks in the back. What about you? Well, what do we have here? A most energetic customer. Me? You can call me Rydell. I'm the owner of the cycle shop. Your running shoes, they're awfully filthy. Did you come from far away? Yes. You're seeing you came all the way from Little Root? My goodness, that's ridiculously far. If you had one of my bikes, you could go anywhere easily while feeling the gentle caress of the wind. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a bike. Oh, wait a second. I forgot to tell you that there are two kinds of bikes. They're the Mach bike and the Acro bike. Mach bikes are for cyclists who want to feel the wild, blowing wind as they ride. Acro bikes are for those who prefer a technical ride. I'm a real sweetheart, so you can have whichever one you like. Which one will you choose? We're gonna take the Mach bike. I don't think we need to use the Acro bike for anything for quite a while, so the Mach bike for the time being is pretty good. Mach bike, Mach bike. Call that the match boy. If you get the urge to switch bikes, just come see me. Okay, well, we can stick that on. We had our Talo died. I think Talo was one level away from evolving, because they were level 20. I finally was so excited to be able to get them to evolve because it'd been so long. And then quick attack into pursuit. So I couldn't have even really done anything. It was an unfortunate time. But hey, if that's our only KO so far, that's pretty solid. Like, pretty good. So we're just going to grind up a couple Pokemon before we start working our way to the next gym. We can't get a Pokemon to be above level, was it 28 or was it 26? 28. 28's the cap for the next gym. So we're a ways away, which is all good with me. Because we're going to hit a bunch of trainers, grab a couple different Pokemon. So we'll have plenty of opportunity to spread some of this experience around. And I like having a variety. It's nice to have what they call the spice of life. Oh, finally! There we go. Another grass move. Okay, so Scrimp. 90 base power is kind of cracked. Pursuit's fine. We don't really get much use out of it. Ultimately, I think Quick Attack we just kind of get rid of. The chances where Pursuit's better is great. Quick Attack is just going to be neutral on most things, so I'll just get rid of it. And I like having the choice of one special attack grass move and a physical type grass move. Being so used to Gen 3 and below where physical special wasn't split for moves yet. So every single grass type was a special attack and other things like that. It's nice. It's good having variety because mixed attackers actually exist now. Perfect, Breadward. Breadward's crossing dimensions. He's becoming the strongest. Wait, what is this? Miracle Eye. Enables a dark type to be hit by Psych. Oh, that sucks. There are too many of these moves. And they suck. I'm not going to use this. I would rather keep all the... I already have a bunch of bad moves on this guy, but I would much rather... Like, teleport gets me back to the Pokemon Center way faster, which I should be using more. That's way more manageable, so... When are we climbing? Gotta climb soon. Gotta hit the peak. Oh yeah, it's new today. What time? It's... Is it like every day at like 9 a.m. or something that the mountains change over? But I think a lot of people don't realize that it's the same seeds, because I've seen people talking on TikTok. They're like, wow, my mountain climb that I did looks so similar to the one that you did. And they're like, yeah, it's because it's the same mountain for everybody on the day. Which I like. There's probably some crazy, like, tight-knit speedrun community that really follows, like, every single day to try and speedrun it, which I think is... I'm hoping there is. Because Peak seems like a great speedrunning type of game, and it's crazy that it's different every day, but would be really, really fun. Big dingus! Who up here with a big dingus? But I'm curious if... Because overall, I feel like the Alpine is shorter than the Mesa, so Mesa days outside, there's gonna be, like, I feel like any percent or glitch runs will include the cannon. Runs that don't use it, of course, will just be regular stuff. But I never got around to watching what the speed run looked like for the guy that did the game in, like, 18 minutes or something like that. He must have just had a crazy, crazy routing or whatever it was to get that, because I don't even know how that's possible. It's wild. Oh, yeah, they should either have, like, a voting thing, or in Lethal Company, how at the end of certain things, people got... I don't think it was a letter grade, but they got, like, a little title. I'd love to see stuff like that. But Mesa's definitely grown on me. It still feels like one of the hardest, but I can't help but laugh when the heat-seeking tumbleweeds just completely knock your block off. Who will put a small dingus? Smolingus. Oh, that was the only Pokemon? Alright, easy money. We're making bank today, baby. Okay, let's actually use teleport. We'll get some value out of it. Or actually, let's douse. Any goods around here? I'm using my funky antenna. Okay, wait, you turned on. Okay. Oh, it's a rock. Should've checked the rock. Hard scale, baby. We're gonna just plop that in our pocket nice and fast. Teleport. Fortunately, Breadward is stuck with Flash for like a little while, but that's okay. We'll get some. Oh, I should have healed up at the Mauville. So this wasn't actually. This was slower than if I went the other way. Teleport. I was just talking about how you're somewhat useful to me. You've done me dirty. I'm never using you again. The Mesa is brutal, but it's really yeah, if you have the supplies, it's great. But the mirages, when you're trying to like work your way to the mountain, is so funny. But it can be super brutal. They threw in so many hazards, and like it's so dense. They added scorpions, tumbleweeds, cacti, dust devils, antlions, dynamite, and then the sun. That's like 6 things that they added for one go. It's crazy. But it does keep things really, really exciting, so. When are we supposed to, where are we going again?
It's Mount Chimney. Day space out and you'll get scolded by Maxie.
Mount Chimney. Yeah, it'll be a long walk going along Route 12 to get there. I wish I brought some snacks. They really just hired, like, the most regular people. John Normal, trying to take over the world by reducing the ocean levels. Gotta be honest, I don't think these guys thought out their plan quite well enough, because that doesn't sound like it's gonna be all that great. But yeah, the changes in having to like navigate your way and the threat changes are really cool. Dust Devils I don't think are quite as scary, but the tumbleweeds are. Tumbleweeds are public enemy number 1. But they're more manageable now that they just do thorn damage. But if you're playing by yourself, Thorn damage is so scary because it's so hard to grab and it adds up so fast. Okay, well we are, I forgot, this is going to be a gauntlet battle. So let's see if I think we should be able to make it out because we have a lot of good stuff. Wow, we won. Oh, it was a crit. That makes sense. About to send in Zigzagoon. Oh, we have Rock Smash. We'll just use that. Setting up for... The TNT makes such a giant explosion. The Mesa in general, I know, gives a lot of people performance issues, but they've at least been working on that. The community feedback has been really solid, and the people actually listen, which is really nice. Because I feel like it'd be so easy to be like, nah. But the company seems like they just enjoy what they do, so all the little things are pretty funny. Adding in cannibalism. I mean, just being able to launch people with the cannon and they enjoy that it launches you super far. Whoopee! Yeah, it does. The optimization is pretty iffy. Because I have had a couple frame drops, and even when the... Like, on the time where we had that bug, not necessarily, like, bug seed, but the one where we got into the temple from reverse, and those, like, basically the game froze. That was really, really brutal. Ooh, I do not want to deal with Leech Seed right now. Yeah, let's, swap over to something else. Let's do... I don't think you probably have, like, an actual poison move. So I'm gonna just go out to Breadward, though. It adds to the character for me, but only when it's the TNT explosions. I mean, for once, small indie company. Actually is true. But TNT, like, setting off chain reactions, and you don't know where the other ones are, and you get blasted. I think maybe they fixed the, radius. Because sometimes you get hit when you're behind cover, and I was like, alright, that's a little bit stupid. But we got the cactus achievement last night. We spent like 10 minutes. We spent the beginning of the run, like 10 or 15 minutes of it, just trying to get the achievement for the frisbee. Because they finally fixed it. We had spent so long trying to get the frisbee achievement before when it was bugged. And we had some killer throws. But we finally at least got it yesterday. And then we were doing the cactus achievement, just like throwing cactus on friends until they were unconscious is so funny. But yeah, TNT cooking food is really, really nice. Because you can open... It makes it so that when you open a chest and TNT's in it, it actually isn't super detrimental because it cooks the food that's in it. And it doesn't do it well done. And then if scorpions are nearby, yeah, you get to cook the scorpions, which is great. Oh. Ooh, that was weird. Oh, come on. Really? We got the confusion? Alright, I'll swap. Actually, we'll throw in Zune for this. Yeah, the complete half of the game that one time, I'll give it a pass. Yeah. Because it's, the achievement is for throwing the frisbee and catching it from 100 meters away. Oh my gosh, you doubled down on... That's like a 20% confusion rate. Alright, fine. We'll go to a grass Pokemon. Stop hitting me with Water Pulse. But yeah, you need to throw the frisbee and catch it from 100 meters away. It's really easy to get in the starting area most of the time. Okay, good. I thought they were going to get it one more time, and I was about to lose it. Because we were doing crazy, like 200, maybe 300 meter passes, and we weren't getting it, so it was like kind of frustrating because you have to walk all the way back to throw the frisbee back to the teammate. It's like, alright, come on. Smackdown. Smackdown is 50. Rock Throw is... Oh, Rock Throw is just way worse. We'll just get rid of Rock Throw. I'll take 100%. And then the Cactus achievement is... We had it work with... I think it was consistently working with 5. But I believe you just need to get enough cactus on you to pass out, and it has to be greater than 3. But 4 to 5, like, little cacti, just like the little round ones that you can throw at people. If you throw those on somebody and they pass out, they get an achievement for it. Let's... Oh, wait, Numel's just... They're not fire type, they're just ground type. So actually, I'll stick with Scrimp. Scrimp? Scrimp to Brimp. Phenomenal nicknames all around here. Or maybe you are part fire. I thought you were just ground type. That's okay. We killed you anyways. I have no prejudice. We destroy. Man, you have so many Pokemon though. All right, Breadward, you're at least not gonna be confused anymore. Cause I just haven't seen the Scoutmaster yet. I haven't done too much for solo runs, and maybe that's the most likely way. Otherwise, I feel like you very intentionally have to be going for the Scoutmaster. I want to see him. I want to get beat up by the Scoutmaster. I want to see what epic gamer loot you get from him. Because surely you've got to have some, like, pretty cool stuff. Maybe. Garp. Sweet. Bless up, Garp. Garp is the strongest. You just need to... Please, I need just, like, one water-type move. Alright, Graham, I'm about to beat you up, too. What are you gonna do? Gonna cry? Your mama gonna cry? Your daddy gonna cry? Grandma gonna cry? I'm out here making Grandma cry. What are they gonna do? Stop me? Okay. Intimidate, huge here. Intimidate's massive. So I'm not even, like, that scared if they have something super effective here. Just don't hit me with Thunder Punch. Okay, that's fine. No confusion? Good. Surprisingly, Meditite's bulky. Look at this little onion fella. I'm biting it. I'm not even crying. No tears, just onion. Onion-san. Okay, well, at least you didn't get the double dip on confusions there. I was about to get really concerned. I'm staying with my good luck. Oh, that was it. Alright, we making Grandma cry too.
If you're not in a hurry, visit us with a while.
Wait, what did they say? Visit us with a while? Boom, bam. You're the first trainer I've seen to play Pokemon with such mastery, but I should warn you, my son is stronger than you. He even challenged the Pokemon League, I'll have you know. Oh yeah! I forgot about the Windstray family. There's one stray dude on the Victory Road that's just part of this family.
There's no question that you're strong, but if you ever battle my grandson, you'll end up crying in frustration. He's stronger than any other trainer we know. My grandson must be challenging the Pokemon League champion by now. Knowing my grandson, he could already be champion already.
That would be awesome if you actually ended up being champion. Oh, you may not need it, but consider you be... Yeah, okay. Heard through the grapevine that you started building Gunpla? Yeah, I don't have very many. I pretty much, the only ones that I have are little ones that I bought from Japan. So I currently have just, like, the... I don't have any of the boxes near me. Except for one of them. I have the MS-07B Guff, like the blue guy with the whip. And who else do I have? Yeah, it's just like the original like RX Gundam, I think. The super old school one. It was like $8 when I bought it years ago. Besides that, I have what are the other ones that I have? They're not Gunpla, but they're model kits. I have Gurren Lagann, and I have Super Galaxy Gurren Lagann, or not Super Galaxy, is it Arc Gurren Lagann? No, it might be, it's the Gurren Lagann when they combine with the ship. I have that Gurren Lagann, I have the original Gurren Lagann, I have 3 mass production Ava units. Oh, I have Ava Unit 1 as a Hercules Beetle and Ava Unit 2 as a Stag Beetle, and then... I think is that it? Oh, I have this one other thing that Carly bought for me for a Christmas gift that I don't know what it's from, but it's a mech. But it came missing one of the sheets, so I couldn't build the head because it just didn't have the parts. Which is bizarre. I feel like on most stuff, like most model kit stuff like that, they're really good about the quality control, but they came with the doubles of one sheet and missed one with the head. And I'm like, huh. It's weird, and because I'm not in Japan, I don't know how you can contact them to ask for another sheet, but at the same time, it wasn't like that big of a deal, so. I rewatched Mobile Suit Gundam with Cam, so we saw all those unique Xeon kits. Oh man, I still need to finish Mobile Suit Gundam. I wasn't watching the series. I got recommended that I kind of just don't watch the full TV series, and instead, it's a little bit better to watch the movies. Because to my understanding, the TV series actually got canceled midway through, so it never got finished. But the movies ended up finishing it. So I watched movies 1 and 2. And outside of that, the only Gundam that I've watched is Hathaway, I think. Yeah, I watched Hathaway with no context because I know that takes place like way later. But I thought it was really good. So I need to get more into Gundam. GQ was airing when I was in Japan, and that was everywhere. So I think maybe it'd be really neat if I got around to checking out GQ, because I know one of the Pokemon designers worked on the show. So you can watch Gundam Origins. Okay. Because there's so many lists online of like, watch them in this order. I'm like, oh, maybe chronological is the best way to do it. But I've always been into mech stuff, but I've lately been into, ooh, let me think about what I want to do here. Okay, we'll bite on you, and then I think we hit magnitude. Because it hits everybody, but we're part flying, so. So I've been reading Getter Robo, because it's, oh. Okay, you don't die from that. But I've been reading Getter Robo, it's a classic. Apparently the guy that made Getter Robo also made Mazinger Z and Devilman Crybaby and Violence Jack. So he's like pretty big. And I just didn't know, I don't remember what his name is. But Getter Robo is pretty interesting. It's like Gundam / Power Rangers because it's 3 robots that are unique and they come together to make Big Robot. It's pretty cool. 25th. Oh, 6 movies about Char. It's a prequel to. Oh, so it's pre old school Gundam. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so that seems like that would be the best way to go next. I really want one of. Oh, I don't. No interview. I really want to get the Gundam that Char has in the second movie that has like claws. It kind of looks like a crab. It's a little bit strange looking. It's not Gog, but it looks really goofy and I like him a lot. Sazabi, is that what it's called? It's red. I mean, of course it's red. It's Char's. Is it? He's got so many. That doesn't help. If I look up crab, maybe. Oh, it's Zoc. It's Zagok. Sazabi oh, okay. Sazabi Ka. Oh! Okay, I saw a lot of these when I was in Japan. This one is super cool. It was crazy to see, like, the prices of some of them. But also, some of the Gundams are massive. I, like, highly underestimated just how big some of them can get. But the quality on them is phenomenal. I was kind of just, like, the boxes take up so much space, so I only want to buy one. So I pretty much just bought the cheapest one that I could that also looked pretty interesting. Okay, I'm kind of scared of you being out here, Garp. So let's throw out. Yeah, we'll throw Rhonda. I need to start swapping my party up after this route. I should get some of my other Pokemon up because level 28 is the level cap for the next gym. And these guys are actually becoming pretty easy. So maybe I'll beat this trainer and go swap out some Pokemon so we can get some of the rest of the crew up. But I'm not familiar with Gundam. I just really like big robots. And I really like the Gun-Tank. Gun-Tank is super goofy, but I love it. Assurance. The target has already taken some damage in the same turn this powers. I'm not going to take Assurance. I'm not double battling, so this isn't very helpful. Yeah, we'll keep old moves, so. But it's a great series. I mean, Gundam fans... It's weird. Gundam fans are very tame from all the interactions I've seen with people. They're pretty chill. But there's just so much Gundam media to consume out there, I would assume. We pivoted from... Oh! Iron-Blooded Orphans is the one I always see the really cool gifs from. And people were like, yeah, if you want to just watch some cool Gundam, that's where it's at. That one's always piqued my... It's Iron-Blooded Orphans and the MS team, I think, are the ones that I looked at and was like, these are sick. I want to get into Gundam to watch these. And then I never really did. So... Yeah, cool gifts and depression. I do like the aspect. I mean, it's weird. Everyone's like, finally, it's a mech show that focuses on the pilots instead of the robots. And it's like, I can't really think of any mech shows that focus on the robots more than the pilots. Because then what are you watching? I mean, robot action is cool as heck, but it's always about the pilots. And that was like the entire thing for Gundam is like it's children. That you like you're a kid and you're like thrown into war. Okay, let's start leveling up some of these other guys. These guys are level 20. Rhonda, yeah. Okay, let's get. Man, I really don't really like Pue that much. I kind of have a bias against Pue. They haven't really done anything good for us, so they've been kind of disappointing. The moveset kind of sucks. I know they'll get better with time, but I think right now, just getting this crew up is probably our best situation, so we'll just move with these guys for now. No more teleport cheese to get back to the Pokemon Center, unfortunately. But, yeah, I haven't been... The only series right now I'm keeping up with anime-wise is Dandadan. I'm kind of just waiting for Gacha Yakuta to finish, and then I can kind of binge it. Because I don't know. I've been just keeping up with reading a bunch of stuff. I talk about manga pretty much like every single stream, just because it's the kind of constant that I have outside of like going to the gym. We're getting a lot of free stuff from these rocks. These bamboo shoot looking rocks, which I love. And then actually, we might be able to catch something in the desert for right now. But I've been enjoying reading. Maybe I gotta read novels. Who knows? But I gotta think of what big series I want to start next. Because I've been putting it off by just reading Getter Robo in the meantime because it's super short. But short little like bite-sized series have been really enjoyable. Also, I don't know how I didn't notice this until right now. Gyarados has the Godzilla spikes on his back. I don't know how I never picked that up before. Godzilla, my beloved. Gyarados is such a good design. The giant underjaw's kind of creepy looking, but having just such a bad Pokemon evolve into something so cool is great. And the red Gyarados in Gen 2 is peak. We love red Gyarados. Like, Guaranteed Chinese is super cool. Okay, well, at the very least, this should be pretty easy. Working our way over, because we have a lot of trainers in between, so I'm just trying to find good ways of juggling all this. How are we looking for time? Oh, we're good. Okay. If we don't quite get to the next gym in this stream, that's no biggie, because we already beat one today. I'm looking to average about 1 gym per stream, because I feel like those are the very good points. And when we start getting into story stuff, it's not going to be too bad. So, massive Kirby. Absolutely massive Kirby. I don't think I've ever seen anybody actually... Oh, wait. Oh, Dragon Rage. That's actually huge. Okay, no more Splash. We never used it one time, but absolutely massive. I kind of always forget about bits. I never totally understood. I pretty much removed a lot of the like channel point redemption kind of stuff because I realized, oh, but that means the little bits, or my little bit notification didn't quite work. Okay, so we can't actually get anything here right now. That's unfortunate. But I removed a lot of the point redemption things because I realized it's mostly just like distracting, and it was, the game recommendation to stream, I'm like, oh wait, I have to buy the game, and then wearing different outfits always took up something, so. Gravy! Look right up there. Oh wait, no, I had like Valio. Oh my gosh, look right up there, that's my chimney. Wow, that's a mountain. That does not look like a very big mountain. It sure is big. No, more like huge. It totally takes my breath away. I'd love to take the cable car all the way up to the top someday. Gravy, don't your Pokemon seem like a bit ragged around the edges? Here, let me give them a little boost. Oh, we could have just, instead of going back to the Pokemon Center, just gone here. Your team's health was restored. Here, take this too. Oh, well. Wow. Thank you. I bet you can find, like, all kinds of ways to use it in mountains that lie ahead. But it won't work outside battle if you don't have a badge from Lava Ridge, Jen. Oh, what am I doing nattering away here? I'm supposed to be on my way to Fall Arbor to visit Professor Cosmo. I'm off for now, Gravy, but let's battle next time. There's a promotion. O Henry X Twitch. What? That's not a combination I ever would have expected. Okay, we can catch a Pokemon here. This is Route 112. Let's grab something. But hey, bits are sick. They help. which I love. So I really, really appreciate it. Oh, this is, hey, we can catch Magikarp. Well, I was talking about wanting a rock type and a fighting type, so this gives us coverage. We'll just use tackle. Okay, just kidding. All right, Route 112 is a no-go. Okay. Well, that's the first time we haven't gotten encounter. I'm not super heartbroken about it, but that's a little bit unfortunate. Because it would have been kind of nice, but we've got a lot of Pokemon in our belt anyways. Because I can't remember, is Machamp a trait evolution? It's been so long, I can't even remember if they are or not. I also really need to swap around my emotes. I've had the same ones for such a long time. Maybe it's about time that I put some more effort into them. I kind of just like having a random variety of them. I enjoy having like a bunch of different games worth, so. Zubat. Actually, let's throw out Zune for this. Get Zune a little bit of the limelight. Get herself a nice little electric type and we'll see. There we go. Nice. I always believed in you. I always knew you could do it, Zune. You, in this universe, surely you are the greater competitor to the iPhone and iPod. Let's get rid of Leer. I think Spark and Thunderfang both have their own uses. Actually, do they do the same thing? 65, 95, 65, 100. Wait, what's the difference? These are literally the same move. But one can miss? Oh, may also flinch or leave with paralysis. Okay, so I can do both. We'll just throw it here. That 5% accuracy change for like a little bit of flinch chance? Could make a big deal until I miss it and then complain because I die. But maybe that doesn't happen. Who knows? Okay, what do we want to... Let's see. How are we looking for everything? 23, 20, 20, 21, 23, 19. I mean, we're doing pretty good. Let's, we'll throw 1P out. Because I think this person up here looks like a... Oh, they Pokemon Ranger? They're not a bug trainer. When you're on a picnic, why? You simply have to sing. Come on, sing with me. We're gonna start singing Rock and Roll McDonald's out in the middle of the route here. What's better than this? Wesley Willis's Rock and Roll McDonald's X Pokemon. Okay, well, Gulpin is pure poison. So we'll just go for... Actually, let's go for Sunspore. We're gonna be faster. Just kidding, we missed. Okay, they also missed. Okay, Sunspore. Again, land this time. Okay, okay. Okay, you got your like 20% chance. I need to swap out. Okay, we're just gonna go for... we'll throw Malphite out and just go for Magnitude. We haven't had to deal with poison yet. I don't know if it in this generation is where it doesn't actually KO you, and I'm slightly concerned. Don't poison me. Oh my gosh. Status effects, come on. We couldn't land our status effect twice. This dude 2 times over gets it. Yeah, we'll just do with the Magnitude. Magnitude like 27. Okay. Okay, we got... Alright, we got a 5. Okay, that still did half. Okay, please just like... Good, okay, we survived these. What's this Pokemon thing? I've never heard of these gosh dang Pokermans. It could be anything. What is What is Pop in Pokecraft? Hopefully you're having a great day, or had a great day. It's great to have you here. We're just working our way to the 4th gym, so we're doing a little bit of grinding. Nothing super exciting. Oh, do we just not get poisoned in the overworld anymore? Here, let's put the bike on. Yeah, we're zooming. But I like the team that we're currently working with. We've got lots of room for catching extra Pokemon if we need them, so. Feels weird that it's Sunday. This entire week has felt a little bit strange. Oh, we can catch this if it's not a Geodude. It's a Geodude. Okay. Because we didn't catch anything on this route specifically. But I'll just go for the Absorb and grab some free experience out of this. Because I watched all of Ava on Wednesday. I was like, that felt like a Friday, and then I saw a movie on Friday, and it felt like a Saturday. It was weird. Weapons was really good. If any of you guys are interested in seeing a cool new horror movie, I definitely recommend checking out Weapons. Crazy to me that the dudes that made the old YouTube video, like The Grapist, and the one about like assassinating the president and a gallon of PCP and other stuff like that, one of the guys ended up making Weapons, which is cool. He also made Barbarian, which was also a banger. Really like his stuff. Hope he gets $1 billion trillion to just keep doing cool stuff. But it was fine. Played some Wrath with friends and just chilled a bit. What about you? This is pretty much like the start of my day. I woke up at like 10, so I slept in like a little bit. And it's Sunday, and if I go to the gym on Sundays, I just do cardio. But I woke up a little bit later than I wanted to because I was intending to stream this afternoon for a little while. Oh, more free stuff. And I didn't want to go to the gym for too long, come back, and then like not stream because of how late it would potentially be. Not that I'm at the gym forever, but if I can start streaming around 12, it gives me more leeway in the afternoon if I want to do stuff. So that's pretty much it. I woke up, had lunch, helped do a little bit of stuff outside, and then now I'm doing this, and that's kind of it. Which is great. So it's been an awesome day so far. Might go for a walk a little bit later. The temperature starting to cool off outside, so I'm kind of wanting to take advantage of outside stuff whenever I can. Oh, I forgot to say, I just finished building my latest Gundam. Oh, yo, wait, which Gundam did you build? And also, what's your favorite Gundam? I need to learn more about Gundam stuff so I can, like, make a favorite. Okay, well, let's do something that doesn't miss. Okay, what's the, I think a tackle should KO, and we're faster, so. I kind of risked it all on a speed tie there, but I guaranteed we were faster, so. Or I was just really confident. Good job, Wumpy. Wumpy's body is so small compared to how large and fat their head is. Okay. We'll just go for Garp. Garp seems to work. Because even out, like, Gunpla is specifically, like, Gundam. But I always just kind of lump model kits into them in general. Because at the end of the day, I mean, model kits are model kits. But they're just really neat. They're such a cool hobby. I didn't realize there was a place in town where you could actually buy some decent ones. So I was thinking about picking up like a Unit 0 or... they had a version of Unit 1 from the second movie where he gets like the angel arm. And I was like, hold on. Didn't realize this is a thing, and that's cool as heck. Oh, Hiker Bryce. Bryce! Let's heal up Beautifly just in case. So I'm trying to think of how many trainers do we have roughly on this route? If this guy doesn't have a Numel at first, then I think we're alright. But if he throws out a Numel, that's alright. We can deal with it. There we go. Geodude, that's what I was hoping for. I don't think we're going to one-hit KO it because Absorb is so weak, but I'll take it. It's like 80 base power. Nice. Oh, God Gundam. Alright, I gotta Google this. Oops. I did not mean to hit that button. I accidentally hit, like, the PlayStation button on my phone. God Gundam. Wow, it's the Gundam that's up on the hill in Brazil. Ooh! Ooh, that's a nice looking one. It's pretty much just like beefed up like OG Gundam. That's super cool. Oh, I forgot sturdy is a thing. I need to be really careful because this dude might one-shot me if he hits me with a rock move. Let's just go with Samba. Matsuken Samba. Oh, there's this sick pirate one called Crossbone. Probably my fave, if not second fave. Ah, pirate? Alright, one sec. I gotta check this. Crossbone Gundam. Yo! That's so sick. I actually love that its wings look like actual crossbones. That's so cool. Alright, I need to up my Gundam knowledge. There's so many things out there that I need I desperately need to see. Because I know there's, like, the Tequila Gundam. I don't know which one that's from, but it has the sombrero, and I think that's really funny. But I don't know if it actually, like, exists as a model kit. I'd be really happy if it was, because it kind of looks cool. It's got, like, the cactus on its, like, as a pauldron. It's cheesy, though. I only watch The Witch from Mercury, currently. I want to watch, like, the main series, too. All the homies want to get into Gundam. Gotta get into Gundam. It definitely isn't as big over here outside of model kits, I think, compared to how it is in Japan, because everywhere is Gundam in Japan. Checking out the Unicorn Gundam is so cool to see in person. I don't know what the Unicorn Gundam is from. It's probably from Unicorn Gundam or something, but it's awesome. I love it. I actually lucked out because it's super backordered, but managed to find a real grade kit of the God Gundam, and I'm losing it now. So how does the grading system for Gundam work? Because I know there's a bunch of different, there's like real grade, isn't there like metallic grade or something? There's a bunch of different ones. Hey, fire type Pokemon. Okay, we want this. The exact model is the RG God Gundam. Okay, not just any. But I think that was the one I saw. Okay, that was the one I was looking at. That's so sick. Let's just go with Cut. I don't think it's gonna one-hit KO, so. Good, okay. Oh, that's a 9. Do we take these? Oh, we take those. Never mind. I had nothing to be scared of. This little baby boy is nothing compared to the strength of my Samba. We love you, Samba. Samba can never, ever do me dirty. I can send you a vid that shows off some kits to get you exposed to more of them? Yeah, that'd be actually super sick. Because there's just so many out there, I don't even know where you'd begin to look. But I really like the kind of goofy looking ones. But I'm really happy with the Guff that I have. Because I do remember Guff, at least from the one Gundam movie that I watched, and the whip and the like gun fingers are really neat. Just I can never get into posing, so I don't care too much. Oh, I forgot, it's not a Gunpla, but I have a Shin Kamen Rider model kit, which I really, really like. Kind of completely forgot about that fella. Shout out to Kamen Rider. Me and the homies love Kamen Rider. What do we want to call this little dude? We'll name you, we can name you Joe Camel. We're out here having our Pokemon huffing darts. We're training our Pokemon to go find the Marlboro Reds so we can eliminate them. So Joe Camels only. Are Camels even like a company anymore? I have no knowledge of, it's funny being like, I have no knowledge of cigarettes because I don't smoke. And I don't really know too many people that actually, smoking is like not as cool anymore. But nowadays I'm like, well, vape products seem like they're probably absolutely terrible for you. So maybe it's a better idea if you wanted to vape. Who knows though. Standard grades are HG, HG, real grade, master. Oh, master grade, perfect grade. Okay. So I'm pretty sure, what's the one that I have? Oh yeah, the one that I have is HG. So it's just high grade. I wouldn't have expected it to be anything more. It was like $11, so. And then the other companies have their own versions of model kits, and I think they just don't worry about grading stuff like that because they probably don't have the scrutiny, and more specialized products. Gundam has a reputation for like crazy stuff, or they do stuff through. It might be Tamashii Nations. I know Tamashii Nations does the figures a lot, but I'm less into buying figures because for me, the model kit part is building them is the really, really fun part. Let's throw Wumpy out front when we're going up against this guy. Because I don't play with them. They kind of just sit on my shelf, but building them is super, super fun. You put away a couple hours and just get to put them together. Love them. So when I bought what I thought was going to be one giant mass-produced Ava, when it turns out it was just 3 little kits. I was like, oh, that's kind of disappointing, but they were actually really fun because there's a bunch of different variations. You could make them flying, you could give them the weapons or other things, so it turned out to be really, really neat. Smackdown versus Magnitude. I think we'll just go for Smackdown. Okay, Mighty Anna just wants to give our entire team like a bunch of experience, so good for them. I'll take it. HG is the most normal. They're on the cheaper side and less detailed ink. They also use a lot of color correcting stickers. Yeah, so I've noticed with the ones that I have, it involves like putting stickers and stuff on, and I kind of hate putting the stickers on. They're so small. For my like RX Gundam, I think it's called RX Gundam, I had to put the stickers on for like the eyes, and they're so small. I was like, oh, man, this kind of sucks. I don't really want to do this. Oh, Feint Attack. Feint Attack never misses. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get rid of Growth. Torment still might have a niche case. But, okay, so correct color of plastic out of the box is... And then I'm assuming just, yeah, more details and stuff. And with the higher grade ones, people end up doing either custom paint jobs or doing the lining, so they have, like, wear and tear. Because people go crazy about their customizations. It's kind of like with Lego, but people go even more crazy for customizing stuff, which is really neat. And then there's one person I follow on Twitter. I don't remember their name, and they very rarely post, but they make crazy dioramas. Some of the ones were like they're fighting underwater or they're in like a hangar. Actually, I'm curious, what Pokemon is this? So this is Route 112. We didn't catch anything on the previous route, which was Route 111. Okay, so we have another shot at catching this guy. So I do want to go for that. Let's go for Sunspore. There, we actually landed first try, which is great. Okay, that does nothing to us. You are nothing to us. Machop, you are weak. You are a baby. We're 6 levels up, but I don't think Mega Drain's really gonna KO. Yeah, that's good. RG is the newest grade, and their purpose it was... Oh, to replicate real-life statues. Okay, so they're super intricate designs. Alright, well, we'll catch this Machop, and he can be a pivot mon if we need to use one for later. I can't imagine we'll really want to... Wow, wait, really? Nothing? I can't imagine we're really gonna want to use him. We don't have a lot of options for fighting types, but I'm trying to think of what fighting would be even good for us. Like the Ice Gym, I suppose? Because then they don't have a chance of like being weak to water? But, I don't know, Machop's not bad. But they'll just stick in the back pocket. Same thing with like Roselia. We've already got a lot of stuff. Okay, Route 112 is Machop. Fiery Path was Numel. And Route 111, I don't know if there's an option for Route 111 to put that they like... I'll just say Azumarill, whatever. Because I can't... Actually, no, oh. Yeah, okay, that's good. They're very detailed, usually like 5 inches tall, so they're small. They're superposable, all the colors are correct, so not a lot of stickers for drastic changes. Usually just for decals. Okay. What do I want to call this guy? What's a good fighting game character name? They're muscular. I'm just gonna name him Q. I don't play Street Fighter, but the only character I ever want to come back for Street Fighter would be Q. I think Q is so cool. I might be in the minority. I know they're not a very good character, but man, are they neat. The Unicorn Gundam you saw in Japan, there's a kid of it, and it looks like... Okay, because I know they have a Gundam store in the mall, what was it? Diver City Mall in Odaiba? I think that's what his name was. They have a Gundam store right next to it, and then there's a Gundam store at the top of the mall. But there's a... I don't know if they were releasing new stuff at the time, or if they just... It's always super busy. Oh no, it's a Gundam store and a Gundam museum. And you had to like do reservations to even get into the museum. And I was like, oh, it'd be cool to check on a whim, but I didn't want to do a reservation, so I just never really bothered, you know? Oh, they said we can't build statue of every Gundam, but if we did this, what it would look like. Oh, okay, so it's sort of like a one-offy kind of thing. Maybe your next step in difficulty, so they're harder to work with because they're smaller. Okay, well, I got kind of not necessarily baby hands, but maybe that would be alright for me. Okay, well, I'm not ever chancing rollout on getting going, so we're just gonna get rid of that for bulldoze. You don't think he's coming back because of G? Wait, is there, like, lore for Q that I'm unaware of? I just think he's so cool. Because it seems like third strike characters are popular, but don't come back all that often. Mind you, I am not very familiar. I watched Evo last year, and I think that was the most exposure to third strike that I ever had. But I love Q. Please bring him back. Or at least give me, like, some sort of, like, costume that is Q, because he looks so neat. Or what's the other guy that I'm thinking of? Oh, Skullomania, but Skullomania is not actually, he's not a Street Fighter character. He was in one of those Street Fighter crossover games, but I can't remember what it's called. Let me double check. I'm becoming knowledgeable today. Big on. We'll keep that going. Is it from? Fighting Layer EX. He's from Fighting Layer EX, but he's in this wiki, and I think they had costumes for Skullomania in one of the games. But he reminds me of Twice from My Hero, and I really like that guy. So. HE is the next step. A lot more detail, bigger kits, cost more, and there's lots. Oh, okay. I do like the bigger kits, but space-wise, I saw how large some of those boxes were. And I feel like keeping the boxes would just become a nightmare. And I don't swap out, like, extra parts very often for, like... Once I build them and I put them away, that's basically how they're gonna look for, like, ever. Until I decide to move them. Like, the Yoshikage Kira that I have that is an actual figure that is posable, where he has the white hair, I just keep him holding on to the, like... What is he actually holding on to? His little sandwich bag and briefcase. But he does have a sheer heart attack with him, which is really cute. I really wanted to get, one of the posable, like, Killer Queens, but they were insane. They were like $200 each. I'm like, there's no shot. I don't even, like, Killer Queen's not one of my favorites for stands, but it would be cool to pair them up, because I have Soft and Wet and Josuke, but those ones are just statues. PG is like the final step. 150, yeah, 150 plus seems pretty right for some of the stuff I was seeing. They had a couple Metal Gear Solid model kits too, like a Metal Gear Rex, and those were massive. Since 5 is a prequel to 3, it's implied that G is Q before he got... Oh, okay. Yeah, but do people really care too much about canon and lore in their Street Fighter games? I know the answer is actually yes, but we're rage baiting here. Because M. Bison always comes back. I mean, in Tekken, what is it? Heihachi always comes back. So, I don't know. There's just, I can't get into, oh yeah. What do you say when you're happy? Yay. That's what we say. Best detail that comes with extras like, Doc, oh, okay. I wasn't sure, I did see, yeah, the, like, docking, like, they come with the surrounding stuff. There's a couple Ava units that come with, like, the elevator and a bunch of extra stuff. Or, I know some of them you can buy separately, too. They also added Q's outfit to Street Fighter 6's DLC clothes. Oh! Oh, but it's for the single-player avatar. That's not the same. Doesn't hit quite right. I know he was a bad character, but bad characters are like my specialty. Like, bad gimmick characters are always going to pique my interest, and they help because I don't care about competitive stuff or fighting games very much, so I always never minded, like, bottom tier characters if they were interesting. Because I'm trying to think. I mean, when Guilty Gear Strive first came out, I don't think Potemkin was, like, super good, but he was really annoying. I liked him. Faust, I think, is still just absolutely garbage, but I'll always love Faust. He'll have a special place in my heart forever. But I haven't played in a long time. I did watch the trailer for Lucy again today, because I realized I never really paid attention. It's so cool that Lucy actually has, like, the cyberpunk, like, netrunner abilities in a fighting game, which I think is bizarre. I need to see some, like, high-level gameplay to see how she really works, but I think that's really cool. Guilty Gear is just really fun to watch. We haven't had a story continuation since Third Strike 1999 until Street Fighter 6, so people were foaming at the mouth taking the... Oh, okay. So people really were caring about the lore a lot then. I guess that makes sense. It just blows my mind how, like, gorgeous Third Strike looks. Like, the sprite art is so insane, and, like, it's so detailed and impressive. I love looking at it. I really desperately, when I was trying to come up with PNG, like, thing, like, I have Muscular right now. I wish there was better rips for Heritage of the Future, because I really wanted to either do a little Polnareff head or whole horse head, but there's not very, like, easy ways to get any of the sprite sheets, and I'm not knowledgeable enough to know how to rip them myself, so... But any sort of, like, stand thing I thought would have been super neat. Maybe I just need to, like, commission somebody so they can make me, like, a soft and wet or something like that. Who knows? Oh, we can actually ride up this. We have the Mach Bike. Mach Bike is so much easier to ride around in, like, 3D space. But yeah, seeing Lucy and Strive, super bizarre choice. Because I thought it would be David or, like, anybody else. But for, like, a popularity character from an anime, they work great, and they fit in the art style perfectly. And I think that's really cool. I never even finished the Guilty Gear anime, I gotta be honest. Okay, stop. 2 crits in a row. Unica, or I think her name is Unica, didn't seem all that interesting to me. And I watched maybe half of the anime, and it was not great. So, I was watching it around the same time that Vigilantes was airing, because I think they were roughly on the same, almost same release schedule. And I thought Vigilantes was a lot better. Every so often I get back into My Hero, I'm like, wow, My Hero's great. Oh, sorry. Because I think the My Hero, like, anime is really good. My Hero fandom is a different thing, so I just kind of stay away from them. In a series all about teens, it feels a little bit weird to see how much shipping happens, but I realize a good majority of the fan base is probably also teens, so it kind of makes sense. I just like seeing the funky little side characters that don't really get a whole lot done. And the movies are also really solid. But we're only a couple months out from My Hero ending. It feels like one of the few manga and anime series that actually were releasing relatively close to each other. I expected that we'd have way more, but no, only one more season because the series is already done. So I don't really feel a need to read it because we're already at the end here. Whereas other shows, I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's going to be what? Probably another like 20 years before we catch up with JoJo's because we're finally just getting to Steel Ball Run. And then it's, who knows how long it's going to take, or even if JoJolion or JoJo Lands get released. It'd be awesome if they do. I just kind of doubt that they will. Let's swap you out to... Oh, we'll go with Throat Soon for this. Which reminds me... When's the new JoJo Lands chapter? Is it this week? I love consuming... Okay, it was 1 month ago, but I think it's like, what, this Thursday maybe? Okay. Come on. Of course, I missed that 5%. I said I was going to complain about it. Of course I did. There, that should KO. Nice, good job. Thank you, Zune. Okay, let's go for Nut. Nut hasn't really had an opportunity to get a whole lot done, and I would very much like at least a little bit of screen time for them, because they've been our homie from, like, the start. Okay, we'll go for the... Oh, actually, Rock Tomb probably... No, I think Rock on ground is not very effective, so this is just neutral. We might as well... Oh, just Magnitude. But our comp is coming together, and level-wise, we're doing very, very solid. Because just getting our team up to roughly level 26 is kind of ideal. And we're probably not going to end up using the baby Pokemon that we get. Wumpy can take this one out, though. Oh, Wumpy, my beloved. Beautiful, beautiful butterfly. You've survived for so long. I had very low expectations for you, but you've been coming in clutch. You're our only flying type. You're our only hope, Wumpy. Ooh, Malphite. Malphite's got to be relatively close to evolving. And now Nut, I think, is our highest leveled Pokemon out of anybody. Oh, no, not quite. Okay, maybe it's 25 or 26. Oh! Okay. Arguably best song in, or one of the best songs in Gen 3 is this. Route 113 is so good. Only ever plays here. Super underrated, though. Hey. The route here was, like, pretty long, huh? I got tired enough that I had to take, like, a little break. Gravy, your Pokemon look pretty tired themselves. Let me take care of them for a sec. We just healed up. We fought, like, one trainer. Your team's health was restored. There, that's all better. I'm on my way to pay a visit to Professor Cosmo. He's, like, famous for his research on meteorites. He was working on a project with my dad, Professor Birch, on how meteorites might affect Pokemon. And that's thought I think that's not too much to Fall Arbor. Let's give it one last push. Okay, well, we can catch a new Pokemon here. So, I think potentials for this route are Skarmory and Spinda. I think that's like it. Only Skarmory and Spinda. So, I'm curious to see what we will find. Spinda's basically a no-go for any usage for us, but we'll see. Gen 3 and Gen 2 music are... Oh, we can find a Sandshrew. Hey, that's a ground type. Okay, that's actually much better than I would have expected. That's really cool. But Gen 3 and Gen 2 music for me, are crazy nostalgic for me. I would listen to them all the time. I mean, I still do, and I still think there has some of the best music. Gen 4 and Gen 5 have phenomenal music. I can't honestly say I remember too much from X and Y music. There's a lot of really good tunes from Sun and Moon, but even then I can't recall names, versus in this one I so distinctly remember like where songs played too. But hey, got a Sandshrew, that's great. Lots of new Pokemon today. So worst case scenario, if we end up like wiping, we've got backup team of a bunch of different types. I will name you Brug. Brug moment. Who up Brug moment. Soon we'll find a Mug moment. Alright, Sandshrew. Skarmory would have... I would have been pretty happy getting a Skarmory. Because they're super tanky. And would have been able to like keep us around for like a long time. They don't evolve into anything, but if we needed like a beefy tank, well, I guarantee they probably learn Toxic. It seems like most Pokemon out there end up learning Toxic. Okay, I'm looking and it seems like we've got actually quite a ways to get to Flannery. I forgot we have to go up and through this area. And then we also have to do Jagged Pass and fight Maxie, so we got a little ways away, but that means we're still level-wise. We're gonna get up to 28 pretty fast. So I'm gonna have to do a bit of team swapping in between areas. Young Neil. Let's go for Malphite. Cause Nut, I don't think we're gonna need Nut too much. Who up playing with they Nut? We will rock the Magnitude on this one. What move was that? Okay, alright, give me something better. Magnitude 4. We've been getting hit with like those Magnitude 10s. You can do, at least give me a 5. I don't think you can even get below 4. There, 7. That's better. Perfect. Everything's perfect. I've been saying perfect so much, but you know what? Everything's working according to plan, so it is perfect. Good job, Zoom. Hey. I'm trying to think of the anatomy of Geodude. I was looking at his back, I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, do you just not have anything to say?
It's fun getting myself half buried when the mountain's covered in ash.
Oh, that was a Skarmory. Now, I don't know if getting yourself covered in volcanic ash is a good thing, little kid. I feel like that's probably like how you get silicosis and like mesothelioma, because I think like fine dust getting into your lungs is probably one of the worst things that you could do for your health. Good for your health, bad for your education. Something, Akira.
Akira!
Leave me alone! Bomb. I had a fake cartridge of Ruby in my first Pokemon game, and it doesn't keep save, so I always had... Oh! I bought a couple Pokemon games secondhand, and maybe it might not have been fake. There's a good chance that it might maybe just like the internal battery dried out. I know my Pokemon Silver that I bought, the internal battery dried out, so it doesn't save, which is not something you ever think of as a kid. You're like, why does this game not save? And then that's really annoying. So buying like old school cartridges is terrible for that kind of stuff. Oh, send you some pics of the kit I built plus the new ones I bought. Tried to get in JoJo pose. All right, let me check this bad boy. I gotta look at this. I need to open my eyes to peek. After I actually need to hop off this bike. Hop off this. Okay, well there's our Spinda. I'm glad we didn't catch the Spinda. Spinda's like not bad, but they're just a kind of boring normal type, and I gotta be honest, I feel like we've got more than enough boring normal types. The normie types. Yo! Oh, okay. Yeah, that kid is gorgeous. I love the the cross pose that you did with the swords in the second one. That's so sick. And I feel like you can't even like... Oh, and you even got like the Josuke kind of pose going on. I would never want to get rid of the boxes because they look so cool. And that's where I always keep my little extra parts. So it's like, I don't ever want to get rid of them, but they take up so much space. Yeah, that is a really, really nice model kit. That's so cool. Just the white, red, yellow, and blue as a color combination just works so well. I believe that we can probably take this guy on. Maybe he hits us. Oh, actually, probably is going to hit us with a rock move. Just survive. No! Oh, no! I shouldn't have chanced it. I should have known. I should have known. I should have known. I knew it. I should have. Ah, okay. Well, unfortunate, but sometimes that's the way it is. We're unlucky with our flying type. That was totally a kind of just a rushing through thing. That was really bad on my part. I should have expected him to have a rock type move. But I thought maybe we'd be, I guess, like stab four times effective. It kind of makes sense that we would get mowed over. And I was just talking about how much of the goat wump it was. All right, well, now we really, really need to find a flying alternative, or Gyarados needs to learn a new flying type move because, ooh. Covet is 60, Headbutt is 70. Okay, well, I kept Mud Sport specifically for the electric type gym and never even used it, so we'll just keep that. I was really lucky. I got a GBC with blue, yellow, silver, gold, and crystal for practically free years ago. What? Man, sometimes people are giving away stuff they don't realize they even know what they had to begin with. But that's so cool. The Game Boy Color and like just Game Boy Pokemon games are so neat. I'm such a sucker for how the giant cartridges look. They're so cool. Some people turn them into wall art. There's oh, I never even considered that. I guess you could like cut them out and then like frame them, and that'd be a really cool way, or just do like a collage sort of thing. People are much more creative than I am with that kind of stuff. The Shining Gundam made by a brand new Baytown. And then the rest. I know the rest in English. I've listened to the opening in English enough that I know it in English, but the one time I did it for karaoke, I'm like, I don't know the Japanese words, I just know what they sound like. And it's embarrassing, but that's okay. Karaoke's all about having fun. Truly what it's all about at the end of the day. Getting your homies together and singing, even if you're bad at it. Hell yeah, what's better than this? Woo, Wumpy, I'll miss you. Rogyat has a plan for you. Bless up, pour one out for Wumpy. He's doing a little baby. They did their best. Now, actually, Wumpy's dead now. We can start talking smack to them. We only knew Wumpy for like 2 days. If I was Wumpy, I would have taken that hit. I would have survived, simply. Would have been easy. But, you know, that's all. Malphite, we are not teaching you self-destruct. Sure, that could be a cool last-ditch effort move, but I don't think we're ever going to do it. But little Geodude's lats there, I don't even know if they properly connect to anything as like actual lats, but he's pretty funny looking. Now, I think there's a double battle over here, so I'm gonna swap over to this so we can try and get some magnitude shenanigans going. Is there not trainers that move up? I thought there was trainers that moved up and down there. Okay, well, let's get our eulogy going. Well, Wumpy. Hey, wait, this woman's in the way. One sec. Woman, you're getting in the way of us crying. We gotta spread our tears of joy, our tears of sorrow. I know you invented the Pokemon, but I gotta put our homie to rest. I'm not gonna release them just so that we can at least keep track of who they are. But Wumpy, you never quite got any. Your stats, actually, surprisingly, special attack was pretty good. You did your best. Our flying types that we got at the very beginning of the game are all gone now. This is unfortunate. You had a perfectly regular nature. You carried us through the fighting gym. You carried us through several trainers, actually, but you carried us entirely through the fighting gym, and that was pretty darn good. And we'll never forget about you for that. You were a good homie, and you are our only bug type. But you didn't get any bug-type moves, so you've already been beat out by our homie. Try not to talk too much smack about you, but we'll miss you. You'll always be in our hearts, homie. We love you. But now we gotta move on. You know, the past is in the past. We're in the present now, so we gotta... Oh, I didn't even... What the heck? Oh, you can do that? I didn't even know that was a thing you could do. Okay, now we gotta start leveling up our other Pokemon. So, 24, 24, 25, 24, 21. We're gonna keep Electric with us, and then who do we want to start leveling up? Because 28 is our level cap, so let's no, I don't think we need to level up LL Cool J for the time being. Maybe he'll be better for later on, but maybe Gyarados learns a water move eventually. So let's maybe this is the time that No, we already have our normal type with us. Let's keep Grovyle with us. Because Grovyle's not going to be helpful in the gym, so we can just kind of get as much experience on them as possible. But since it's so tiny, it has a low center of gravity, so I can make it... Oh, I didn't even think, like, with center of gravity and stuff like that, that you have to consider to make sure that it can, like, stand up properly. That one and the God Gundam are from the same show, and it's like, oh, martial arts fighter. Oh, that's sick. That's awesome. She did know that they're at least somewhat valuable, though no box, but still. But she was so nice because she knew I was a big fan. See, at least giving stuff away to somebody that clearly values what you have is so nice, because I feel like it would really, really suck if you were giving something away to somebody that's entire intention was just to go out and resell it. That would suck. Oh, what a disaster. Oh, gravy, help. We've got to come with me. Oh, we're going into Mysterious House. This isn't the one that has Cynthia in it, hopefully. You say, Professor Cosmo got abducted by some weird guys calling themselves like Team something or other? Those shady creatures, they call themselves Team Magma. It seems as though they plan to do something with that meteorite that the professor has been researching. The professor is just too gullible. If you showed the least bit of interest in his research, he would happily go with you anywhere without question. Gravy, please, you've got to help me save them. They can't be planning to do anything good with Professor Cosmo's research. We have to do something. I'm gonna head after them right away. Let's meet up at Meteor Falls. I'm counting on you, Gravy. She really doesn't fight us all that often. We see her all the time, but she doesn't fight us. But hey, there's a cool light telescope up here. Let's check it. Wow. It's cutting edge telescope. It seems to be focused on some particular sector of space. They're looking for Deoxys. I love seeing people do horror art of Deoxys because they're so... Of any Pokemon, like a space virus is such a cool concept. See, take a look. This is my precious Meryl. It's slick and smooth and plushy. If you two have a Meryl with you, you can pet it slick and smooth and plushy for as much as you want. Huh. I never really considered the thought of them being plushy? Oh, move. Okay, that's the move person. Because they're like, I suppose they're soft, but I never really considered them to be like fur, but I suppose they're kind of like a seal.
Have you already challenged Flannery, the leader of Lava Ridge Gym? The girl's grandfather was famous. He was once one of the Elite Four in Pokemon League at one point. Wouldn't surprise me to see Flannery become a great trainer in her own right.
Well, Flannery, unfortunately for you, you are the 4th gym leader. I don't know if you're going to quite make it to the big leagues. But you know what? I've got faith. I believe in you. Let's throw Zune out front so we can deal with, like, Scrimp and Zune can hang out a little bit together. Now, is this? This is a brand new route. Fossil Maniac's house. All rare fossils are mine. Well, we got no fossils. We could... Oh, you learn Roar here. All my Pokemon does is Roar. No one dares to come near me. If you would, please take this TM away. That's Roar for us, baby. Okay, give me... I don't want to use my old rod because I know realistically we're not going to find anything. But I will fight these fishermen. If we were fishing, you wouldn't stand a chance against me. So bring on your Pokemon. It's like I'm really good at this one thing. But we're not doing that one thing, so please be nice. Oh, but he's got core. I love core fish. Corfish is up there for like Gen 3 designs that I really, really like. He's just so cute. Oh. I didn't even know you could learn Protect. But his eyes, there's not a single thought happening behind those things. But he's cute. Crab types are great. Or I guess he's more of... I suppose he's closer to like a lobster, like crayfish, than he would be for something else. Well, you're at least getting some good stuff. Yeah, Scrimp. Good, got that level 25. He's getting that good. No. How much experience does it take? Gyarados has crazy level curve. Yeah, 2,000 yeah, all these guys are getting kind of up there in levels, so... But Nut and Scrimp are not at all going to be used in this upcoming gym, so I don't mind power leveling them a little bit and just using them to deal with regular trainers if we need to. I like to fish, but I also like to battle. If anyone challenges me, I'm there, even if I'm fishing. He's got one of those, like, spray graphic t-shirts on where it's like... I do two things. I do nut and I fish. Don't talk to me until I've had my first fish of the day. Ooh, Intimidate, okay. Well, let's see, what does your Gyarados have that ours doesn't? Thrash? Whoa, okay, that is a lot of damage. Okay, well, Thrash, he's gonna get trapped into Thrash. So let's throw this guy out, and then we can get him confused and throw out our Gyarados or something, and then we can use Intimidate on him. Yeah, this is pretty safe. So he's gonna go for it one more time, so we'll hit him with Smackdown. And then he might go for a water type, so we'll throw in our Gyarados. Mudkip is really cute. I heard you like Mudkips is a peak meme for, or not peak, but it's an old meme for a reason. I've pretty much never been a fan of the fire type starters ever. Like Charizard's cool, I guess. Cyndaquil actually I kind of like. Blaziken don't care about. Do not care. I definitely. Oh, that's 44 damage, but we're gonna outspeed you. Yeah. Infernape? Absolutely, I hate Infernape. Emboar, don't really like. The Gen 5 starters are a little bit disappointing to me. Gen 6, they had... Who was the Gen 6 one? That wasn't Incineroar, that was a Lola. Oh, it was... Braxian? It was the Fennec Fox. Really didn't like that one. I thought the design was cool because they're all kind of RPG members. You had the tank / paladin for... Chestnut. You had the wizard, which was Braxian, and then you had the ninja, like rogue type, which was Greninja. So I think like as a concept they were really cool, but I just didn't, most of those starters I didn't really care for too much. And then who was the last? What was the one after that? That's where they added the Alolan ones. And I mean, the Alolan ones were at least pretty consistent. I didn't really like Primarina. I'm gonna have like ones I dislike for every gen. I feel like every gen had one that I was like, they're okay. I went grass pretty much every single generation. Decidueye was kind of cool because it was an archer. Ghost grass type is also pretty uncommon, I feel like, so that was kind of neat to see. And then the gen after that is Grookey. I don't think I like any of the starters from Sword and Shield. Grookey on its own, cute. Everything beyond that, no. And then I didn't like Sobble, and I didn't like... this is Water Grass. Or is this Water Bug? I'm gonna try Leaf Blade and see. I suppose it'd be the same effectiveness no matter what, but... Didn't like those ones. And then Scarlet and Violet had... Wait, what did Scarlet and Violet have? Is there... I gotta double check on this. What was the Scarlet Violet starters? Oh, we already have a Nuzleaf, so we can't... This, I forgot that we, wait. I just realized the Pokemon we were supposed to catch was that Surskit, and I just killed it. Oh, right. Quaquaval, Skeledirge, and... I don't remember the last one. Weedcat, right. Okay, I like Skeledirge a lot. That was one of the first times where I was like, as a fire starter, I was like, man, little cute, adorable crocodile man. Great. Love them. And I love the ghost. And that was really cute. Okay, we're getting evolution. Well, I kind of goofed on this route because I was thinking too much. Or not, I wasn't thinking. I was chatting too much. We could have had a Surskit. That could have been our water grass type, but I'm not a huge deal, so. It's okay. You know what? We miss a couple of them, and if that's the first... I suppose that's the second route that we missed, but we got our Graveler, so that's good. He'll probably be really helpful in the fire gym, which is nice. I just didn't like how we sort of moved into making all of the starters kind of go into human-looking versions, and it was kind of strange. Like, all of them became anthropomorphized, and it was weird. I kind of liked when they were, like, creatures, which is, like, in the earlier gens. Alright, Lynette. Oh, baby C-Dot doll. Alright, well, keep that a secret. Shh, I won't tell anybody that your house is a mess. Let's, okay. Okay, let's do this route, and then I'm gonna swap some Pokemon around, because we are now getting a little bit close to the level cap of 28. And we have a lot of trainers left to get through. We've done a ton of fighting today. But that's good. I think what we'll do is... How are we looking for time? Okay. I'm thinking we do... what do we want to do? We can get into Meteor Falls. Whoa, that did a lot. That didn't do as much. Oh, but we got the paralyze. Sick. Okay. Okay, we take... Oh, we don't really take that. Are we dead? Okay, well... There goes our electric type. They just targeted us. We just got, like, hate crimed. Wow, I kind of... Wow, double battles... We've lost... Man, I was doing so good up until today. We were being so careful and safe. We've lost 3 Pokemon today. And our poor electric type. We were working his way up. This is the saddest of times. Azumarill was scary. These Pokemon are strong. Well, we'll just keep working with what we have, but we'll survive. Wait, Helping Hand always goes first? Really? Even, like, I guess they're paralyzed, but I suppose it's a prio move, so it makes sense. Okay, well, we gotta go swap some stuff out. We hardly even got much time for that dude to shine. Oh, right, you're part fairy type. Dang you, Pokemon, and your weird typings. Okay, well, maybe we get an item off of this? No, no items. Oh, right, and Dragon type... Oh, my gosh. Dragon types don't affect fairy. I'm having so much trouble with this Azumarill. This thing is not having a good... It is not good for us. We need to get them out of here, like, ASAP. Yeah, well, Garp... I think we need to put Garp away. Really? You're learning Leer? No, we don't want Leer. Why don't you have a water move? You're level 26. What do you mean you're just... That's all you wanting to learn? Man, I thought Gyarados' move pool was a lot better than this. Okay, well... At least some of our Pokemon are still alive. Electric coverage is... Oh man, I'm just realizing having electric types would have been kind of nice for the flying... I forgot there's a flying type gym in this gen. Well, we'll keep our little rocky fella. See if I can maybe find some way of getting through to him without trade evolutions, but we gotta give our eulogy to Zune. Zune at least didn't get a whole lot of time compared to some of the other Pokemon we use, so I'm kind of like, maybe this isn't the saddest thing. But rest in peace, Zune. Your sassy nature. You didn't really end up doing as much as maybe we would have hoped, so it was a little bit unfortunate. But, you know, just a little baby. Just a little fella. We got you at level 13 and we trained you up to level 21, I think, just today. And you KO'd maybe about a couple Pokemon. I remarked about how cool it was that you had the little, like, yellow pad on the back of your feet, and that was pretty neat. Turns out you didn't outlive the iPhone and iPod Touch for being the prime music player, so it makes sense why Xbox 360 doesn't use Zoom or have the sponsorship anymore. It's unfortunate, but sometimes that's just how it is. Rest in peace, Zoom. But we gotta swap somebody else. In the past is in the past. Okay, who do we want to stick with us? Because this is kind of like our team. We got 2 grass types, which is like less than ideal, but that's fine. I guess we'll throw Kadabra in, because yeah, Kadabra's gonna be like a crazy good party member for us. I don't... We'll keep these 2. We're gonna get into Meteor Falls, and we're gonna have to fight some like rock types, I'm pretty sure, so we'll keep these guys, but for sure, Kadabra, you're going up here. And even... let's see, what level is Rhonda? 24? Okay, we'll throw Rhonda in instead of Garp, because Garp's level 26 is good, and they're already strong. So let's get our other Pokemon a little bit stronger. Because we've got a bunch of trainers coming up, so. Today's just been a long grind, but if we can work our way towards getting relatively close to the next gym, then I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. So Barry's up there. We have a double battle right here. I didn't mean to go into the Pokédex there. Okay, we'll throw these 2 out here because they should be able to... Oh, wait, no, wait, I'm sorry. This was the one that just completely destroyed us in the last fight. Oh, they do keep the same sprite. I was just talking earlier about the Pokefan, and specifically, I don't know why I remember this guy specifically. I love the little Charizard pants. I think they're really funny. How are we doing type-wise on this? Okay, that was a crit. That was a not super effective crit. Okay, well, this isn't gonna miss. Okay, well, why is everything so scary now? We double crit. Everything is terrifying me, like, and almost KOing us. Why was one Iron Head doing that much? Okay, we only had the one guy, I guess. I don't like the rest of his outfit. I think he looked funnier in the original sprites. Okay, well, we're gonna just heal up our boy here. We've got a lot of regular potions, so we'll just, like, throw in 2 of these. Should be fine. Oh, Sturdy is going to be such a scary thing that we're going to have to consider all the time. Oh, right, we have rocks. Oh, we put away our Rock Smash Pokemon. Oh, well. You guys are... Where are you taking the Professor? Hey, wait up. Because having Pokemon guaranteed to hit... At least land one hit on us, and that could be... Like, Explosion, Self-Destruct... I guess those are the only two that I can really think of that we'd really have to worry about first. Or, I mean, just getting hit by one of those moves in general is kind of scary. But... Oh, wow, we didn't. Okay, well, Electro Ball... Oh, no, Electro Ball isn't the one that I was thinking of. I thought Electro Ball was going to be Volt Tackle, and they take flinch damage, or recoil damage, but we're good. But all these Pokemon are getting scary. No one in the Elite Four uses, like, Geodude, Graveler, or any of the Pokemon that would use Sturdy in, like, one-hit KOS. But I will use a Rock type. Yeah, Fissure Magnitude 9, maybe. Fissure is something we sort of have to worry about, because we're going to be the same level, and not higher level than any of, like, these trainer Pokemon, for the most part. Or at least gym leaders. But I don't think there's any gym leaders that use... Fissure. So I don't think we gotta worry all that much. Okay, well, Malphite's getting strong, though. And Nut's getting strong. Wow, level 27 already? Holy. Maybe I really gotta rotate these guys out, because, yeah, Nut's not being used in the next gym, period. Let's throw Ronda out front. But everyone's kind of getting a little bit of attention, which is good. Because I'd much rather at least give everybody a little bit of something than nothing. So that's good. And just using up the same Pokemon over and over again definitely gets boring. So we gotta spread the love. Oh. Ooh, I always worry a little bit when stuff gets really slow like that. After this one, I'll make sure I save. But this feels like probably one of the bigger gaps in between gyms that we have to worry about, because 7 levels in between is quite a bit. I'm curious what it looks like beyond that. Let's check. Got the level 25. Rest of our team, not quite anything. Wingull. I'll just keep battling. So the next one is 28, and then there's immediately gym after, and then it's 5 levels after. So the next set of them get relatively close together. This is a pretty long stretch. And then it's 35, and then it's 45. 10 level gap. Okay, maybe that's the bigger stretch, because that's where story stuff happens. But that's already getting, like, pretty close to the end, so. I'm Mr. Hiker. Because it's 45, and then it's 46, and then it's Elite Four in level, like, I think they're all in their 50s. But when you think about it, we're already, like, we're about to be at the halfway point, and level 30 is, like, roughly-ish the half. With that was a 10. That was a 10, was it not? Oh, that really didn't do very much, though, so. That did exactly half, but if that was magnitude 10, that's not as concerning as I would have expected it to be. We shrugged those off. Rhonda, I believe in you. Okay, Scrimp's getting a level 27. Samba got to level 26. Let's throw in Breadword. But the good thing is, as long as Breadword stays alive, all of these... Okay, don't hit me with an explosive. Okay, we're good. As long as Breadword stays alive, they're going to be good for every gym. Minus Tate and Liza. But they have Solrock and Lunatone, and so they're manageable, at least. But not too bad. Okay, I think I need to swap some Pokemon out. We're now getting too close to level 28. I'll take Reflect. Yeah, it's probably better than... I can't get rid of Flash, can I? Oh, we can. Nice. I've never once actually used Flash, so I know we have to do a lot of backtracking. It's unfortunate. But we don't have teleport anymore, do we? Yeah, we don't. Oh, we do. Okay. Let's use teleport, swap some Pokemon around, get rid of Scrimp and Nut, throw in 2 other little dudes. Maybe we can get some extra levels up, and then I think we'll get inside Meteor Falls and call her a day there. Because it's going to be a huge grind for the next set, or session. Okay, so let's throw in, okay. You go in. Actually, getting Sandshrew up a little bit probably would also be kind of nice. We've got level 26s with us and some other Pokemon. It's maybe a little bit risky keeping up with this many low-level Pokemon, only having a couple stronger ones, but I think we should be alright. Knock on wood. We'll also save really quick. For 8 hours in, I feel like we're making good time. Because each of the streams I've had have been roughly... Well, I guess last time was only the 2nd stream of us doing this. This is our 3rd, so we're like... I guess all the messing around with settings and whatnot kind of dug into the time, or sort of dug into our time a bit, but hey. We're doing good. I feel like there was only 1 KO that I really could have managed. The rest of them were kind of out of our hands. The Talo one was like super cheesy. Quick attack doing half our HP immediately into... Ooh, I need to swap out here. Immediately going into Pursuit to stop... Oh, I didn't even heal. Oops. This is bad. We'll go to Breadward because we're going to outspeed. Just, he's going to hit us with a fighting move if he's smart. Yeah. That's a Dark-type move. Are you kidding me? Why would you go for a Dark-type? Okay. Oh, that's so bad. We didn't heal. I can't... Well, I'm talking big game for how good our Pokemon are, and then that happens. This is really bad. Okay, and we get the flinch. Why? Of anything, why would you go for a... CPU is cheating, 100%. Dark-type move on a Dark-type Pokemon, why would you ever do that? It knew. Oh, that's so evil. Of course. Oh, man. Alright, well, we'll get used to a teleport one last time. That really blows. Alright, you know what? We're gonna have to do some grinding. We have, like, to work with a whole new team, because everyone else is, like... No, Knockoff doesn't have... it's not like Pursuit. Pursuit has the priority, but Knockoff doesn't. Well, this is, like, our actual unit. This was our, like, actual really good Pokemon. Well, I don't really have to worry about looking for ways of, doing trade evolutions now. Because it's only going to be, this fella here, but... Man. I'm so excited that we got a rare Pokemon, too. Rest in peace, Breadward. Breadward got cheated. Both Beautifly and Kadabra got cheated. Absolutely, 100%. They totally got cheated by hacking CPUs. And the thing is that really sucks about this. Kadabra would have lived. Probably. I think he would have lived that knockoff if he was healed. So because I didn't heal at the Pokemon Center, they died. And that is heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. The smartest dude you know has done the stupidest thing of all time. So, well, our team is looking a little bit bad. Actually, well, it's not looking bad. We still have Gyarados, we have Grovyle, and Nuzlocke. Like, we're still good. I need to just grind out some... I might do a little bit of grinding off screen if we're going to try and get these guys up to a higher level. We'll see. Because I think now we need to get an actual... Like, we can get a fire type. We can get a water type. And we'll see. But, man, Kadabra was so good, too. They were like our hardest hitter. By, like, quite a bit. They were so strong. And I don't want to level these guys up anymore because they're getting close to the level cap, which is nasty. But it probably has something to do with that. Well, I suppose that is how it is. We're about to get into Meteor Falls anyways, but this gives me time to, I guess gives me time to think about what exactly it is that I want to move our party around, because we've got a lot of things that are weak to fighting. We have so many things that are weak to fighting, which makes this really concerning. So we'll see. Well, that's a good place to call it, I think. Unfortunately, having one guy die, but I think the next set of trainers is next set of trainers is getting us into Meteor Falls. So next time for sure, actually, well, maybe not for sure. I'm fairly certain we will at least be able to get to Flannery and maybe deal with them. As long as we can keep some rock type Pokemon alive. Maybe we evolve like our Numel, level them up a little bit so we can have a fire type, or we deal with like Sandshrew. Who knows? But I think we'll pivot. We will survive. Some of our favorite Pokemon got taken out in one go, so our typing awareness and like spread is looking a little bad today. But we'll make it work. Realistically, I shouldn't do any off-screen training because I'm realizing that's like a good way to cheat it, but so I shouldn't do that. But doing that also, like, you run the risk of, like, with wild Pokemon, they can do something crazy. So, who knows? But I hope you all have a lovely rest of your Sunday, or rest of the day, period. Get some rest, treat yourself, do something good. I'm gonna go try and chill out for the rest of the day. See what I'm gonna get up to. Because for all I know, if I don't have anything going on, maybe I stream a little bit more later. We can run into some more Pokemon. Have a little bit more heartbreak. We went from 0 to 4 in one sitting. And I was so confident. You know what? It was my hubris. Absolutely, the hubes got to the best of me. But that is what it is. But hopefully, have a great rest of your day. We're going to go mourn a little bit. But that's okay. I'll see you guys again soon. Probably within the next day or so. I'm kind of liking this every other-ish day of streaming because it seems to work pretty good. And it gives me enough time, because I kind of like the upper limits of Nuzlocke being like 3 hours. Like 3 hours seems like a pretty good time to be grinding Pokemon when we're doing it nonstop. So I don't mind. And then we can get to a new game sooner or later, or we can maybe even take a break from Nuzlocke for a little to play something else. I've even had a weird craving to try Metal Gear Solid, because last time I did Metal Gear Solid 3 very briefly, I'm like, maybe I want to try something like weird, you know? Get a little voice crack there, but anyways, that's all. I'll see you guys again soon. Have a good one.